What's up? What's going on? I promise we're going to do a show. I might be doing the show while looking that way. Yeah. So
Marco's watching a tennis match for all those.
Yeah. I ain't even doing an option. Okay, so the Lions game is on, and first one of the season. Oh, J-Mo just got
my Cowboys won today, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, at least they got one win during the season. That team is garbage. So we should know Detroit had garbage teams for a very long time.
And listen, Dak Prescott just signed a 4-year deal, $240 million.
Dak Prescott ain't the problem. Sometimes you just got to look at the boss.
Over the money.
Tell him, get rid of Jones. Get rid of Jones. I'm going to say what's up to everybody out there. Welcome on a Sunday. We have a couple interesting things for you. Getting that second part of those like foil covers. I know they call the covers hollow whatever, but they're really just like, I don't know, man. It's like a whole foil rainbow like refractor cover. So we're going to cover those. There's a couple of them you might be very interested in too, by the way, and we'll talk about that. Also, we have Dom casting. We are going to have, for all those people that love it, look, we've gotten great feedback on it. A whole 3 people say they believe this movie should be made. So
3 people. So, 3 people more than Disney has.
Yeah. So listen. So we're gonna move forward with the project. If you see a Kickstarter, you might see a Kickstarter for this. So who knows? But Dom's gonna give us a little bit more. And then JJ decided to do some extra homework, and he's gonna actually we're gonna fan cast it. We're gonna see what Dom thinks. We're gonna pitch actors to Dom about his storyline. That we're trying to look. I think first off, people got the wrong opinion of the story. They thought we were crapping on Dom. Let me tell you this about anybody that I've ever dealt with before, and I think Dom will turn to this. I try to help people out. Sometimes that doesn't work because people want a handout, not a hand up. But Dom is all for getting a hand up. So what we try to do here is when Dom gives us ideas, we try to focus it on something and build it out, right? That's what we do. I can't help people that are on welfare, but it is what it is. So Dom's going to give us more storylines. We're going to try to get the actors in there. We're really going to try to get this thing off the ground. And then we're going to have our regular news, trolling by JJ. I assume it'll have a lot to do with video games.
All I hear people with.
Huh?
It's pretty troll-free. I couldn't find any news to actually.
Well, I have a feeling that Wayseeker and JJ have just been spending multiple hours on a video game that keeps resetting. So I figure that's what news will be about this week. All right, let's say hi to the chat real quickly. Anything else you guys like to add? No, we're good on that?
Nope, we're good.
All right. GT Key Comics. Hi, thumbs up. Hi, thumbs up. Happy Sunday, fellow Darksiders. Look forward to chatting or to catching this in the rewind during work tomorrow morning. Cheers. Thank you, Tommy Longbox. I wonder, Tommy, do you guys watch the NFL at all over there? I know they always do the fake games over there, and it's like
they play 2 games a year there.
Yeah, I know, but I don't think people care. I think I don't think they get it like over here where it's like it consumes everything for 3 days.
Put an extra game on TV in the States. That's my conspiracy theory.
Speaking of that, shout out to Michigan State. Congratulations on your win. Good luck, Broncos got blown up by that team down south. Oof.
That shit sucks, man. I had them.
Yeah.
All they do.
And that's all the diplomas are for those 2 schools in this house. So, well, pretty much there's other ones too, but yeah, the major ones. All right. Did my earpiece just go? Something went. All right. Ruben, what's going on? Need to catch you guys on the rewind because I'm celebrating my wife. Hey, listen, congratulations to you and the wife. That's I don't know how long it's been, but even if it's been a year, that's good stuff. You know what I mean? And I know it hasn't. It's probably been like 20. So congratulations to you guys, or 10, 15, 10. I don't know. Saying hi for the algorithm. Ed, thank you for saying hi for the algorithm. Mr. Appleman, hi, everyone. Hi, everyone. Wookie Fanatic, happy first Sunday of football season. Well, of pro football season. Darksiders. Yes,
NFL, man. The NFL.
Yeah, the NFL. Let's see what happens after this week. Woo! Yes, woo. That's exactly what I was saying when they were pounding Matt Stafford to the ground. Oh my gosh. And we're on the goal line. Go. Good stuff. This might actually, we should have put also Lions game cast on this because I think we probably got more views and whatever else. Damian, what's good? Let's get it. And Marco, your Lions better not. Why? Guys, stop betting on my teams. For real. Just stop betting on them. What does he say? Dom says all his choices make in his.
Male and female have cleft chins.
Oh, yeah.
I think he's male and female, not making.
Yeah. No, he did. He corrected over there. Yeah. Male and female have cleft chins. Yes. All right. All that money for Dak, that probably isn't a smart move, Don. Well, already taking shots at Dobber. Oh,
Hey, you know what? Listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I wouldn't give him the money, but you know what? He's getting paid.
Who are you gonna get? Who are you gonna get? I don't know.
You know what? They could have traded his ass to get some draft picks and get a quarterback maybe in the 19th round. And look what happened. Tom Brady was like a 19-round draft pick. He was a high draft. And
yeah, but you got to find somebody who's going to do a bunch of HGH and get away with it.
So
is that what you're getting? Let's not act like Tom Brady didn't weigh 80 pounds and then all of a sudden grew 4 inches.
Bonds weighed 80 pounds, and look what happened to him. His big ass head. Barry Bonds back in the friggin' the steroid era.
Hey, Barry Bonds never got tested all the time, never tested negative. Don't you dare.
He did. Come on, he had a big head. Gary Carter said it.
He had a big head before, though.
No, he didn't. If you look at his
head, fanatic, we didn't let him out.
Yeah, no, Wayseeker's locked up. We might call over there and let him out later. Hey, also something if you want to cheer for, I'm playing against my wife in one of our fantasies leagues this week. We are pretty much tied. She has Sam Laporta from the Detroit Lions, the tight end. I have Gibbs, and Gibbs is about to. Nope, he didn't. So if you want to cheer against me, feel free to cheer for Sam Laporta. If not, feel free to cheer for Gibbs. Okay. All right.
I said I like Laporta better.
I mean, I won the league. I had the last pick. What do you want out of me? I mean, I could do whatever. I got Kelsey. I got some good players. What? I went with my strategy. Is all I can say. I like Laporta too. I had him last year. He helped me win the championship. All right, let's get enough of that. Let's get into our news. Wayseeker didn't check in. Ooh, wow, yeah, probably, maybe, could be.
We'll he's in the rank court pit.
We could see. I think they had like a Nubs night or something. It was the first annual Nubs appreciation night, and he was there. And I think he's the founding member and only member. So when he's done talking to himself about how great Nubs is, he might not join us. We will see.
He gave a 2-hour-long speech, I heard.
Yep. Shout out to SNS. I guess they got a bunch of donos again, so make sure you go check them out. And also, if you feel like it, go over to Kingdom of Nerds. Check out their show. I was on there for about 45 minutes earlier talking CGC grading problems and what their system was today. So, but let's get into the news. Do we have a promo for this? I don't know if we do. We probably do. I probably
used to, but I don't know.
I just never play it. Is that what I do? I just never play it.
You usually have something. You have like the.
Here we go. Welcome back to JJ's News.
It's supposed to be Luke shooting into the Death Star, destroying it, and that's the news. And it comes up.
I think pretty much it. We had that, but we got hit with a copyright infringement.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Okay, first up this week, just a reminder. I think it's September 13th.
Okay.
Like that. Legos Rebuild the Galaxy's out. So
the whole family's looking forward to this. Whole family. Now, I mean, like literally, we had to go. I had to go a funeral for my uncle. It was a little bit of a drive. It was over an hour and a half. The kids were like popping in the Lego Star Wars shows again, rewatching them. They enjoy it. And then he said, "Hey, isn't there one coming up?" I said, "Yes, it is. I think it's coming out next week." I thoroughly enjoy most of the stuff they do with this. They enjoy this too. So it's going to be a family affair. And usually, I mean, some of their top quality products. And I just really hope that they kind of, what's that?
Very true. No, Dwayne, when he wrote it's nice having a news that is troll free. Nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah. What's Mikey talking about on a two sale 1770 for a trade? What? I don't know. Anyways, all right. What's up, Mikey? I don't know what that's about, but here we go. The one thing I hope they do is get back to that the Yoda Tales, the Freemaker stuff, where they like don't take Star Wars serious. It's okay to not take ourselves that serious. That's one thing I think everybody can take. Ever since the pandemic, for some reason, everybody takes everything so serious. Let's just enjoy this, sit back and relax. If they make some jokes, laugh. If you don't think they're funny, don't laugh. If you don't care, don't care. But let's just have fun with it. All right. Let's not ruin it.
Lego should be fun. Lego should be fun. It's for kids. It's I have a good time watching the Lego stuff. It's all fun stuff, like all the Lego movies when it comes to everything with Lego. I think it's get a laugh and you just have some fun and you back relax or no stress, no nothing.
I just think
what George Lucas thinks, you can actually have comedy in Star Wars.
Yeah, absolutely.
He thinks not because he decided to squash detours, but
he really hates it.
Let me ask you a question. Do you actually think that they should rent out characters. Like say if a video game comes out, then rent out a
They
character.
do that somewhat. Like they have skins and stuff.
I know
like
skins
Fortnite.
for like a Fortnite, but they should do it like
No.
So Funko has a game. Funko has a game called the Funko Fusion, and they have like 25 different properties that they have in the game, from He-Man to Back to the Future. They should have had like some kind of Star Wars thing into it as well, just to make it fun. Have some couple of characters in it from Star Wars. And I think that would touchdown.
No,
well, I mean, that's how Lego became popular, right? Was Lego Star Wars video games were the first big Lego Star Wars property.
Well, Star Wars, that the first property that they owned that they started licensing out, the big one was Lego. That's actually what saved Lego a little bit. That and the way they changed around the manufacturing of their product. I'm just saying that even with the Halloween stuff, they were kind of trying to joke on this. I want this back to free makers, where we say things like, "Hey, riding horses on a plane are stupid." Like, let's make fun of the dumb stuff, because I think it'll take off some of that sting too. Like, we're always going to have people hating and attacking Star Wars. I understand that. But I think if we kind of laugh at ourselves every once in a while, you know what I mean? I think it'd be better off. I know some people aren't going to be able to do that, but that's their problem, not our problem.
I still want to tag in Bink, like Buddy Cop.
Yeah.
Comedy series.
Yeah, that would be freaking hilarious. The detour things, like you said, I really do think the more and more I think about it, because you brought it up with detours, I do think that was part of it. The minute you saw George Lucas make more time because of the Dave got his first raise in there and kind of moved up. The minute you saw George coming around the live action stuff was the exact minute they like 86, free makers. And that's that they really shouldn't have done that. If you actually go back, what's really funny? If you go back to free makers, there was that quick little spinoff they had of the daughter from the two free makers. And that she made fun of like the Force Awakens and stuff, and about Rey being OP, and like they were doing that, making fun of like what fans were saying. Like they were doing that. And I think
very meta comedy.
Is that what it is? I don't know what it's called.
Whatever the fuck it was, it makes fun of itself or its own universe.
Yeah. I mean, like, come on, dude. Stop taking it so seriously. And then maybe we won't have some of these artists taking themselves so seriously. Because some of these, let's be honest, some of these artists are taking themselves way too seriously. And if your feelings if you're talking shit to people and you're angry about it and you're trolling, that's one thing. But if you're joking around, like, just let it happen. Oh yeah, I mean, see, like BK, he kind of teases the line there every once in a while, but yeah, he's probably playing Outlaws.
And playing Outlaws.
Yeah, I have no doubt he's playing Outlaws. So, well, hey, I'm looking forward to this. We'll definitely be talking about it next week, right?
Yep,
definitely.
So
I don't know. You want to do? We can do a review too, maybe. We don't have too much else to review right now.
Yeah, we could do a review on it.
We'll see.
We're not going to do live same night. I'm not going back to any of that. I'm too busy.
No. I don't think it.
I'm coaching the Ladybugs right now, man. I got too much stuff going on.
I'd like to, like, you Rodney Dangerfield. Hey, get no respect. You ever seen that movie? Nobody? No.
Yes, I laughed. I did laugh. I did.
But yeah, I think when we review it, it might help people who don't normally watch the animated stuff too.
Yeah. Fair. Okay.
Well, to be honest with you, the horse thing riding in space, apparently the ships in The Rise of Skywalker were on that threshold where it was.
Shut up.
The space
nerd explanation.
I'm just saying.
Hey, this ain't Star Trek. This is Star Wars, dude. Stop it. All right, let's go.
Hey, Star Wars doesn't make any sense either. Come on, man. You gotta have fun with it.
No, that's what I'm saying. It's not supposed to. It doesn't have to be. Whenever you talk to a Trekkie, they're like, "Well, why Trekkie's better than
the phasers were set to stun because of the the way they're oriented and
yeah." All right, let's go. Next up.
Speaking of cons and panels, not much came out of this panel at Dragon Con, which only featured a few people. So there was a small Star Wars panel at Dragon Con. I think they do one every year at this con. But they had a.
Is this real Sandcrawler?
Yeah, it's like a giant model of a Sandcrawler
that actually moves.
I don't know that it actually moves.
Well, it looks like the street's closed off, and it looks like people are walking behind it. It looks like it's going through a stoplight.
It's probably like a parade float, I think.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit. I want it, dude. I drive this all day long.
But anywho, Manti Jacinto and Natasha Liu Bordizzo, I don't know if I ever say her last name wrong, but we're on a con. The big news that came out of it basically was that she said that Ahsoka season 2 is slated to start streaming in the summer of 2025.
So that means we won't get this in 2026. coming around the same time as Mando movie, which we're not. Look, Andor is going to be the only thing we get next year.
No shot.
Unless they come out with an animated series.
We're gonna have animated. They already talked. We're gonna get animated series. You know that. We're gonna get something on the Samurai guy. We're getting the Samurai Ninja thing again. We're probably gonna get, if this thing works with what they're doing with Legos, we'll probably get another Lego one. Which, by the way, I'm okay with this. It makes it more special, especially if we're going into a movie. If you give us
a slowdown,
if you give us one live action, a couple like a Lego, any one of those short things that they do, a Jedi versus Sith, whatever, and then you dribble out one live action show,
and
then we get a movie.
What they should do with the live actions, more than friggin' 8 episodes, make it 10 to 12 episodes, make it more, because then you can get in depth with the characters.
No,
that's what happened with fucking Acolyte.
That's not what happened with Acolyte.
I know,
what happened with Acolyte was Ugly Glass Girl decided she wanted to try to pitch it so she could get a season 2. They never agreed to it.
I know,
she got in a spot where they said we're going to reduce the amount of stuff we're doing live thing.
And they didn't give it to you. Episodes. They need more.
She's
episodes.
not the only one that does it.
Regular season TV was always 23 episodes of a TV
show. I don't know that if just because they have less series or something doesn't mean it means more episodes for them. I think it's probably more long. When you look at streaming shows nowadays that are created exclusively for streaming, they're usually like 8 to 10, sometimes 12 in a season. Like, they don't have long. It's not like network television where you have like 20 episodes.
They should. And they
Dom,
they have the money to do it.
Dom, that's not the point. That's not the point. The point is they did that because that's a trend. A lot of people in streaming where the writers are trying to get a second season because they're not approved for it yet. Okay. They need to stop doing that. Stop doing that. If they give you 8, if they give you 6, if they give you 10, they should have it where their story is self-contained in that period of time. I guarantee you, if you make a good story and that's whatever your schedule is, you're going to get picked up for a second one. Okay. What happened with that Acolyte is a 2-part problem. 1, she didn't tell a self-contained story in the end, which she should have. Number 2, at the same time as that was going on, they're looking at the streaming thing saying, we need to fix this. We're not going to do live streaming. So they never were getting her into the second season. And then they said, they've done what they've exactly said. You just mentioned it. There's going to be one live action in streaming in 2 years. So where would you have put Acolyte anyways? 2028?
I know,
because that's where it lines up.
Now, if it lines up one main live action show a year, they could do more episodes and make it more lengthy to get more depth into the show because they have more.
No, they just need to get more in depth into the show. Stop with this. We're playing for season 2 shit. Play for the end of season 1.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about now that they're going to be one show a year, more episodes. Make it more lengthy the freaking season. So
they don't want to do that.
They're trying to reduce things so they can do more movies and stuff.
They're trying to move the money to movies. That's what I'm saying. So like what do you ever say, Dom? Make the stories better by finishing them. Just finish the story.
Yeah.
Hey, if you're in bed and you're making out to your wife and you just get up before you finish, she ain't gonna be happy with it. You know what I mean?
So it's one thing if
finish the story.
If you're renewed. Like Andor, for instance, where you're greenlit for 2 seasons, or if you're renewed before your show starts, like a lot of them get a second season the first week of the show, or something like that. If you're doing that, that's okay. But at the same time, you have to tell a story that when you're just given, we're the Acolyte and we're given 8 episodes, you can't say to yourself, well, I'm going to make a 24 episode long series. I'm going to write the first 8 episodes.
Yeah.
That's what you're going to see. And then we're just going to hope that they renew us. That's pretty much what Acolyte did.
Yeah.
What you need to do is like what Andor did, where you they maybe had a plan. I think they originally said for 5 seasons when you were writing it out. But they said, okay, we're going to give you 24 episodes. He said, fine, I can tell my story in 24 episodes, and that's what we're going to get.
But why are we showing a picture of a vehicle that I want to buy and we don't have a price tag on that vehicle? Is what I want to know.
I would talk to Dragon Con or whoever made the float there.
Yeah, it just sucks. It just sucks now. Like things are going to be pushed back more. Things are more time. All right, you know what? Better quality of the story. Better things we're going to get.
I guess we just flip right into this slide where the rumors are going to go one.
Okay, let's go.
So we kind of already went to that, but yeah.
Yeah.
So, which I think obviously more films too, though. I think that's what people are forgetting in this whole thing is, the idea that you're going to have, if they're as ambitious as they say, and they're going to have 3 movies in 18 months, that's pretty good. I'd almost rather have that than 3 series in 18 months. So
I just think what sucks is like they're definitely putting the money into Young Jedi, right? And it's so niche it is a very, and I'm not saying this to crap on Wayseeker. It's a very niche market for that show. A very, very finite niche market for that show.
Well, I think as you get closer to Skeleton Crew, you'll see them do marketing and stuff for that. And
I know, but like that's going to be a timepiece that's going to play for the next 2 seasons because it's very inexpensive to make. You don't, even with your character actors and everything else, you don't have to do a lot of anything with it. It's very cheap, so it's something that they can fill slots with and fill times with. The only problem is it's also taking up like as they say, there's only one Disney Plus show per year. We're talking about live action. I don't think it's going to be just they're not doing anything else.
One live action show.
Yeah, one live action. So I wouldn't mind if they would make something up. Bad Batch is gone. Can we get something in between like that? Doesn't have to be as great as Clone Wars or Rebels, but is a little bit better than Bad Batch.
As you close in on Skeleton Crew, and maybe near the end of that, I'd be surprised if we don't get an announcement or a trailer or something for some kind of animated series.
Yeah,
be another, even if it's another anthology, like another Tales of or another.
But that's what I'm saying. We don't need that. That's already in place, right? So
they haven't announced it yet.
I understand that, but I already see that as ongoing for the next decade. Something that is they see as something tangible that they can use down the road. We need to replace. We still to this day have not replaced Rebels. And don't tell me Resistance. That was dog shit sticks. And don't tell me Bad Batch because it was underwhelming. Huh?
Well, you mean in quality you haven't replaced it.
Yeah, well, yeah. And now, Bad Batch is gone. So that's where I'm saying that area is what we need to have them roll out. I like that they're doing these little Jedi things. I think it was stupid that Ahsoka is being eaten by a saber-toothed tiger, but I'll still take that over some other things, right?
Well, one other rumor not included in here is the fact that you may see like
I agree.
Adopt a movie of or a model of like movies for Disney Plus, even if it's animated movies.
No, I don't remember the Brew Boy special, Brando. What's that?
Speculation. Movies for like Disney Plus, even if it's an animated film, like for Disney Plus, because like the animated, like when they released Clone Wars in theaters, it didn't do very well in theaters. But you could easily do a animated film, like a feature-length 90-minute film.
Yeah. They do it with Ninjago all the time.
Yeah. So I think that you may see more of that with Star Wars too.
I mean, I just hope that we're getting this Lego thing, and I really do hope it's a success. But I hope that does not because yeah, baby, I pick off in the end zone. I just hope that that doesn't take the place of the Bad Batch thing, right? Like that kind of is why they were saying, hey, we don't need to rely so much on Lego because we don't have the licensing deal. We don't have to worry about it as much because we can come up with our own products. And then let's say that Bad Batch did fall. Once again, Dom wanting 15 episodes in every season. Bad Batch should have been 8 episodes. They could have done what they did in Bad Batch.
Animated series, you can go longer with shows than animated. That's what animated is for. You can get more.
Well, you can if you do stuff like they did in Clone Wars and Rebels, where you're telling multiple different storylines.
I don't know whether they should go too long, though. I mean, remember our main criticism of Bad Batch, and especially the first 2 seasons, was that you had kind of those filler episodes, and it was too long.
Yeah.
Well.
All right, fair enough. Well, we're solving all their problems tonight. So
yeah. So Outlaws is out. You're starting to see sales reports drop. Ubisoft, maker of Outlaws, had a huge stock slide. Really? I think it's to about the lowest point in 10 years. So apparently on rumors that sales weren't so good. Now, to be honest, their stock was kind of on the downfall anyways. They have not had a great financial year the past couple of years. So this isn't super amazing. And Outlaw sales numbers may be a little bit slumped. I don't know what slumped is for a AAA game anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so much competition for it. And there's a lot of great games that don't have great sales numbers like they used to.
Once again, I think the new systems are, and I know you say it's not that new because it's a 2-year-old system, but I think the new systems are really limiting. I mean, part of the expansion was when you're back compatible to multiple systems. I mean, that really allowed you. I mean, you could play stuff from PS4, I think on PS2 at one point. I mean, like there are people that keep there, and you really do limit downward, downward spending that way.
I think part of it too is, at least on the Outlaws part of it, is getting into this kind of thing where you've released it in a summer. The fact that you don't have like a build-up. Like your best-selling games anymore are sequels, typically, of like big games. Grand Theft Auto 5, Red Dead Redemption 2. For like open world games, those are like usually your bestseller type games. So I think like this may pick up in sales too as you see content and stuff added. Which that was another thing the developer came out and said, listen, like they're not going to stop us from adding the content. We've already got it done. It's going to drop. Like, you're going to see the game. And like to that point, if they improve the game a little bit, you can see the sales numbers tick up over time. They did it for Battlefront 2 is a good example. Like the latest Battlefront 2, and the fact that like because of the microtransactions and a bunch of other controversy, they really got tanked by reviews. Fans didn't like it. What they did, they went and took a lot of that out. They patched it, they fixed it, and they put it back out. And a lot of fans actually started playing the multiplayer.
Yeah, really like the multiplayer. Do you think if they would have called this Battlefront Star Wars Outlaws or used, I don't think you could use KOTOR because, everybody thinks about open world maps, right? But if they would have used it, I'm just thinking if they would have repackaged it as like a third or fourth, new, like repackaged an old title.
This is also the first big release that's like a breakaway from the EA license when EA had exclusives. So like EA probably wouldn't let you use like Battlefront as like a tag. I'm sure they probably have some sort of rights.
No, yeah.
But,
I would.
Go ahead, Dom.
I'm sorry. I would have made it. You can create your own character to play this game instead of having a female cast, one new character. You can make an alien. You can make a male, a female.
I'm going to tell you this right now. When's the last video game you bought?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
You know why?
Yes, it does.
This is why Star Wars. I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, you don't know what you're talking about.
If you could have created your own character, this would have sold better.
Would you have bought if you could create your own player, would you have bought a PS5 and would you have bought this game?
I'm buying one in the next couple of months. So I'm going to get one.
My question is if you could make this an alien character, next couple of months ain't going to help the first week sales. If it was that you could create any character, are you going to buy a PS5 in this game?
I could. If they could do that, I would have.
No, you wouldn't have. You wouldn't have. You haven't bought a video game for 30 years.
You know the reason why I don't want to buy a video game? Because I have other things to do than play.
Right. I get it. But what I'm trying to tell you is from guys who actually play video games, that doesn't matter. And not to me and JJ, 9 times out of 10, every game I think I've played in the last decade, if there was an option to create your own character, you know what character everybody fucking creates, which I think is stupid and I'll never do it. They create female characters. All of them.
Not all the time.
All the time. I'm the only dude that does it. People yell at me in lobbies. They're like,
I'm just saying.
Does that matter though, Dom? Like in the reality of things.
What I'm telling you is to who?
Wait, let me finish.
Yeah.
You could create your own character in KOTOR. You could make Revan a woman.
I know.
Revan, my Revan was a woman.
See, that's what I know. These nerds.
But you could create it. I think this game would have been a better launch if you could do that.
No,
it would have.
It wouldn't make a difference.
But you have to have. My point is to the canon story of Star Wars. Just like you had a canon version of Revan back then before it was made Legends, it was a male going forward in this actual story. So if you come out of this and the canon is a female character, what does it matter that you could choose your gender or your alien race or whatever?
It does mean a lot. It does.
To who?
Because
we were listening to people who actually play video games saying
it's not even it's the overall Star Wars fandom.
Again, hold on. No, it doesn't. No, fuck the no. Their job is to sell video games. And I'm telling you, Dom, as somebody who plays video games, if you tell me I get one choice between a male and a female character, which one would I rather have? I have males all the time. But I will tell you this, the majority of games, the majority of games I play, everybody, I am the rarity in creating male characters. The gaming playing world as a whole, which is male dominated, will choose a female characters 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10 times.
Right.
Choice.
You know what?
So that's not hurting the game.
You know what? Then they should have had Dr.
Except
Aphra.
for me. Stop saying everybody. I don't pick
Dr. Aphra as the character. Make Dr. Aphra instead of creating a
You
brand
didn't
new
even put Dr. Aphra in your movie. I was going to fan cast Dr. Aphra, but he's
right now, believe me, I want to put a bunch of other characters in the movie, but it's just too much. I specifically had some things that I'm aiming for, but I have other stuff or other things down the road. But this, I don't know. You know, it's
it might have not mattered too much whether it was shit or not, because some of the criticism last week, as Wayseeker brought you, was the fact that she's not modeled correctly to use the public, but it's actually a little bit along the lines of the facial renderings and stuff like that aren't that good. The game's a little bit
spend enough money on facial rendering.
Well,
it was a Voss-Rod.
Yeah, it does change.
Like Team America.
Like, sometimes she loses some of her facial features and certain cutscenes and stuff. It's more of a graphical glitch. I don't know that people that don't play games don't realize that. They think it's sort of like, affront to something, but I think it's just more of a less graphical thing. And this is actually one thing they said they can go back.
Oh,
and
really?
Try to
What do I have?
patch
What's the typo?
We always have a typo in the title.
Yeah, if I do, I don't pay attention while I'm doing that.
Wars.
Did I? I absolutely hate doing the titles. I'll change it later. No, I mean, I think that's part of it too. Like, and Dom, I'm not trying to shit on you for this, but like,
I know.
I mean, don't like try to tell gamers what would be better in the game, or like, these things, like you just said, it's a glitch thing. We don't care. That's not what's wrong with the game. What's wrong with the game is when the people who did the premium stuff come out and say like, oh shit, we had to restart our game. There's a lot of us who will not buy the game first off, right? We're not going to buy it first. We're going to see what happens because we know there's going to be glitches coming, because this is what the gaming industry has turned into. The gaming industry has turned into us making fun of the people who pay too much so they can get a condom sock for the side pet, and so they can play with glitches where they erase your entire memory. Like, yeah, no shit. Yeah, why did Wayseeker spend that? Wayseeker's the cheapest son of a bitch you've met in your life, yet he'll waste money on this crap. Just not smart moves, okay? Well, number two, what?
I'm looking at Dwayne's comment. She had her own.
You just skipping that over, games. JJ, what I was saying?
Oh, no.
Number two, real quickly is, if you're not making this back compatible, you're cutting out a very large group, especially of dads. There's a lot of us who we're not going to waste $600 on a new gaming system. We're just not. I'm too busy. I'm not going to get in. I cannot spend 20 hours on there. I coach the fucking 16 different little leagues teams. I'm on 3 boards. I have to go to work. Like, there's just not enough time in the day to spend that. I will spend 2 hours a night playing a game, but I'm not going to spend $80 on a game, have it have glitches on it, then have to pay $6,000 or $600 for a console. Like, I'm just not doing it. And I think they're really missing out on that market. There's a lot of people who are like that. And I just don't think, I think that's what's happening with these AAA games. You're making it just not accessible for the average dad and the average or mom. And those are the people who play some of these games to get away from it. That's it. Because I don't want to play first person shooters anymore. That's all I play because you can play, but there's so many cheaters on it. Like, I'd rather play this, but I'm not spending what? How much is it? It's $80 for the game, right? And what's the system? $600? $700 for this.
$500 for the system. Well,
whatever.
You can get a version.
Rather go do coke and hookers, man, for that type of money.
You know what?
Speaking of glitches, there was actually the Outlaws creative director and their team said that they made a couple missions too hard. The instant fail stealth missions are what a lot of actual gamers are complaining about, is the fact that there's instant fail stealth.
I agree to that
system. So they said that there are patches coming. So Marco's got a great point in that this is what modern gaming has become, is in wait for the patch, or pay your more money for the season pass, that type of thing. So
yeah,
but they've acknowledged their mistakes. They say a patch should be coming soon.
But that's what they all say. It's every single time. Roll the shit out, patch. Roll the shit out, patch. Don't play season 1. I mean, and it's not just for this game. Any game. Don't play season 1. Not unless you want to keep patching shit. And by the way, when the patch comes out, just good luck, because that first patch sucks.
Yeah, there are a lot of games that they've really improved through patches. No Man's Sky is a great example of a game that they patched, came out well. But constantly patching a game can also be its death knell as far as particularly the online function of it.
Yeah, especially because while they do that patches, they leave all the stuff they put on there, and that's how a lot of those hackers get in through that back end to the old stuff they left in there too. I mean, they don't. It's not like they keep re-upping. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
But I don't know. Time will only tell, I suppose, and how it plays out. But right now, financially for Ubisoft, it was not what they were looking for as a whole. So,
well, good. I mean, at least they're coming out. Can they bring out Settlers 6? Let's just get back to Settlers. I loved when Ubisoft made Settlers. That's probably the best game they've ever made.
You don't want like the 11th Assassin's Creed game?
I did like 1 and 2 though.
Yeah. I liked 4. I played a pirate a lot.
Was that the pirate?
That was a pirate one.
Yeah.
In positive video game news, Bounty Hunters is getting a physical release, Tom. So if you get a PS5 or Switch, you can get this nice giant limited edition bundle of Bounty Hunter stuff.
I like that.
From Limited Run Games. Limited Run Games, some people have their problems with them. I'm a mediocre fan of them. I like the fact that they keep physical media alive for a lot of these download only games.
That's cool. I do too. I'm a curmudgeon like that. See, I hate it. I don't even let my kids buy the cards or the downloads. We have to go into physically to Target, and they have to wait in line. They have to I make them talk to the creepy dude behind the like. Well, you know what it is now. There's like nobody there ever to sell it to you. You have to go to like the cell phone service center. There's always somebody yelling about singular wireless there or something. And then they're like, what do you kids want?
Mine is the one where you have to press a button and wait on them like 10 minutes for them to show up. Oh, yeah. So you can get some out of the case or whatever.
My kids will give up. They'll just sit there and play. They'll be playing video games and I'll walk back over there and be like, what are you doing? They're like, Dad, we've been waiting. The person just keeps talking about their phone bill. We don't care about their phone bill. I'm like, that's fair. That's fair.
I miss the days of Toys R Us where you could take the paper slip and take it up to the
big
cage at front.
Is that what they did? I never.
That's what mine always did. Yeah, you had.
Yeah, see, like you would think that places like Kmart and stuff would just not have them openly available for you to take up, but they did. Myers was the same way. You could just take it off the thing and just rock and roll with it. And then they put those plastic forms in there. But a lot of them we buy at. I bought a lot of my games from Blockbuster. They're cheap.
Yeah, like the reused ones are. Yeah, so
I can say
this is actually also a very good, by the way, adaptation. I think we kind of covered that a little bit last week, but very good remake for Bounty Hunters.
This is super cool. How much does this thing run?
I think it's 100 for the Switch version.
Shit, that's worth it. All the bullshit's worth it, dude. I like that.
I want this.
It's like $20 more for a game.
Don't forget though, it's not an $80 game or not a $80 or $70 game. It's like a $20 or $30 game.
Yeah.
30, I think.
Yeah, fair.
Because it's a remake of a very old game.
Yeah. But if you're gonna buy it for the new system, fucking.
Well, I played the shit out of this game when it did come out back in the day, and I did like this game. So, and plus now you have the Boba Fett option. You know, after you finish the mission and you get all this stuff. Yeah, this is definitely
you gonna be able to get. Are we gonna be able to order this in stores, or has it got to be on the internet?
I think Limited Run sometimes put their stuff in stores, but I don't think they put the like giant bundles like this in stores.
Okay.
And I think do they have a price in the shit?
$100.
I think it's $100. I think
that's not bad.
Buy Limited Run.
Yeah, Limited Run games.
Okay. I'm trying to think now. I'll probably go for the PlayStation.
You can actually pre-order it right now. I think pre-order starting.
Might put it on the Twitch. Might put it on the Twitcher. Was Pete put back on suspension?
Yeah, I watched this.
Did you watch it? I haven't watched this yet.
Yeah, I watched it already.
Yeah. So Tom started a podcast with Kevin Smith. Yeah, talking about cards. Their first one actually covered Star Wars and had Katie Sackhoff on there. So yeah, I haven't watched it yet. I need to go back and watch it. Was it good, Dom?
Yeah, it was good. Good. He was talking about how she felt when she was on the card. How she, she collected cards when she was a kid and all these things, and it's really, really cool. And they talk about the Chrome, the debut cards that are new, not rookie cards, but the first appearance. Like it was pretty cool. Like the Chrome cards look cool. The one when you open them up, they look good, man. I just can't make any more of a friggin' mess that have her ready with shit.
I just don't know.
I only need 1 or 2 collectible vices. I can't do too much more.
Yeah. What do they sell? Isn't it like a box sells for like a
well, we ripped a box on the show. What was it? 2 weeks ago?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I paid about $100 for it.
Okay.
Now they're up to about $240 for a box.
Jesus.
On the secondary market.
Why don't we just buy a couple boxes of them and then just resell them?
Somebody pulled that card. That
the triple autograph.
Solo, yeah. They showed something on Tops. They had somebody open a pack and they
called BS. I call that a setup.
I don't know. You know,
but this is a fun set. I'm gonna go back and watch this. Should be an interesting part. I don't know what they're gonna cover in the future. I haven't looked at like if the covers.
But it was kind of cool that he Kevin Smith's still wearing clothes that are bigger than him. He should wear clothes that actually fit.
I like that. Yeah, I know he still wears his like clothes from like the big hockey jerseys he wore from before he lost the weight. But,
oh man,
JJ collects comics. He collects video games. He does collect some cards.
Yeah,
he just can't.
I sold a lot of my video games, like the old retro games.
Sucks. Huh?
Yeah. No, I do want to watch. I kind of wonder, and then I like that they kicked this off though with like Star Wars and not like another sports card podcast. So
yeah.
Kevin Smith being kind of nerdy, that was a good choice. But.
Yeah, I think so. Plus, doesn't he do a Star Wars podcast?
He used to do that
comic book
podcast all about comic books and everything else. But
I
don't know that he still does that. I don't think he does anymore.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways. Oh, so Bruce or Kingdom Nerd says Bounty Hunter Limited Edition is $175 across all platforms. So it's $175. I was wrong with the price.
Okay.
Oh wow. That's expensive then. I don't know. Kind of puts it in a different realm. All right.
But that's it. That was the news.
Well, that's not bad news. Not bad news at all. All right. Let's get into real quickly this week in comics. We actually, I don't understand why we can't. I was thinking about it. I didn't want to say it. Acolytes came out with this Kalnaka comic this week. This is number 1. A small run series. I don't understand why this isn't what we're doing in animation. Give us 2 shows, you get a little, or 4 shows, whatever, 6 shows, you get a little run in, it turns all right. This seemed to be a lot better than parts of the Acolyte. It made sense what was going on. They introduced characters. It was pretty fun. It gave a little backside on why his hair's messed up. And he's got the big dome with the coral over because he's technically got, well, spoiler alert, not going to spoil it because we don't do that anymore. We did get 3 new characters that we were introduced to. 2 of them are dead for sure, even in the timeline of this happening. Actually, 1 dies in this timeline. We got Lulad. I think that's how you say her name. Val is the other one. Those 2. It was a Jedi Master whose Padawan was the red, the guy with the red face.
The Padawan of Kanaka, right?
Yeah, but then he became, she died, and then he became the Padawan of Tanaka, or of Kanaka.
Yeah.
And then the new Padawan of Kanaka, I think, is Ordi, so that she's going to be around for a little bit and telling some of her story from there. Story was actually pretty good, guys. I don't know what you guys thought about it, but it was...
Was she like his Padawan, or like, I didn't get that.
So I think what it was she was the Padawan to Val, and then she's the Padawan now to Kalnaka, because I think they were telling the story. She was either Kalnaka's Padawan the whole time, or she was Val's Padawan going to Kanaka, because she visited Val, and Val was on Val's deathbed.
Yeah.
And she's telling the story of when Val was transitioned from Lulin's, because Lulin passed away, to Kalnaka's, Padawan / Jedi apprentice, and then Ordeal, I think was.
So I took it as like she was Val's either Padawan or had like already been knighted or something like that, and then she was in Kalnaka's after he was dying or something.
That's why I still think she was part of the. She was kind of a assistant after. Whatever it was, I still enjoyed the. I still enjoyed the overall story with it. It was pretty good. Oh, they redid some of the Detroit Tunnel there. I enjoyed the story. I don't know what you thought about it, but I thought it was pretty decent. It's better than, like I said, better than the comics they're writing in some sections. And well, actually, we're gonna have a interesting week this week. I hope you guys picked up the comics this week because it's, believe it or not, good week for High Republic. So I don't know.
Yeah,
all right,
and High Republic was the only ones released this week.
It was, and they hit home runs. Next up, they did release this a couple weeks ago, but it was technically their real release here. Star Wars Adventures Echoes of Fear. Yeah. Hey, we went back to Darth Ravi, who was mentioned before in this fantastic Star Wars. Yeah, in this fantastic Star Wars adventure book that they screwed up releasing, also, if you recall, which skyrocketed the price on that. But the story was pretty good. It pretty much follows these two Padawans. We get Azazuzu here. I don't know how many A's and Z's do you have in the name. That's his first Azazo, whose first appearance is in Shadow Starlights. And we get Reith here, who we know, High Republic number 4. That's pretty much the focus of it. And they go back and tell some of the story of Darth Ravi. It's not going to be that long of a story, I don't think. It's going to focus more a little bit on the Padawans. But pretty good job. I'll be honest with you. At first, when I read this, because I read this 2 weeks ago, it was the best book of that week. And I thought, well, at least they're getting back to something at High Republic Adventures. And if they just can do this type of stuff, we'll be okay. And then I read the Kalnaka book, and I was like, holy crap, that's a better book than this. So, but for you Darth fans, there's another Darth there. We got another Darth there. All right, yeah, see? Not bad. Yeah. Really good, Frankie. Yeah. Frankie's right.
Actually, I like this one a little bit better than the Kalnaka one. I thought both were good, but
yeah. I mean, I think the Kalnaka one just was more my style of storytelling than this one. Like he loved the art, and I didn't like the back visionary art of it, like the flurriness, but whatever. Yeah, good, not great. I thought it was good, but it's better than the stuff they've been putting out. All right, next up. I didn't show you this one because I didn't think it was going to come out this week because fucking Dark Horse. Star Wars Adventure High Republic, though. Real quick for Acolyte, we get Crash and Burn. That's what it's called. Actually,
go back real fast before you move on, though. Huh? I think do you know if the Echoes book comic ties into the upcoming novel? Because it's the same characters in it.
It might be, yeah.
And Reith, so
I think it does, as a matter of fact.
Yeah.
Do you want me to go see
this?
It might actually.
Want to read that before you read the novel if you're a novel reader.
Yeah, Echoes of Fire. Maybe. All right, next up, we got Crash coming back. This is a character we've been looking forward to, because every time she shows up, it's like they sporadically put her in, but she makes a difference. The art in this book varied. I don't know how else to put it. Sometimes people had faces.
Drawn by 3 artists.
What? Yeah. It really looked like it was drawn by 3 different artists. I really enjoyed some of the art in this book. And then some of the other art I didn't enjoy, and some was just lazy bullshit. But you got your characters. For those people that don't know, Crash, we talked about it before. Her first appearances in Star Wars Adventures 2021 annual. There's like a side story within her. I gotta be honest with you, the art when they first introduced her was kind of a little different. It set out in this book where it wasn't exactly the same. And I wasn't a huge fan of it there either.
No. Like, why are there no facial features?
Audio. Awesome.
We can still hear you.
Let me try to get the audio back in.
Yeah, she has like no facial features.
What's that?
She had like no facial features in the art on this book.
Yeah.
Like, it's so weird.
Yeah. All right, like, and then the main antagonist, a guy we thought they were gonna kill off a log. Woo! Put it up. Crix. We thought they were gonna get rid of Crix a long time ago. We thought he was gonna get killed out. He is pretty much the main antagonist, and it's kind of interesting what they do with him. I really thought it was good. I don't want to spoil it. It is pretty fun. You get kind of like his first appearance in number 1. You get the first time they name him in number 2. You figure that out. I'm not going to complain about first appearances now. But they also do bring back a character that just last week we were asking about and saying we have not seen this character yet. And holy crap, and it's not Crix, but they showed him at the end. So he does seem like he's going to be coming back into the storyline. And it looks like wow, what a nice pass. There's going to be a great future for that. Next, what did you think of that book? Did you like it?
I thought it was okay. Like I'm with you on the art. The art was pretty bad, but
the art pretty rooted. But the crap,
giving Crix something to do is something I've kind of wanted for a long time. Like they keep bringing him back like periodically as a character, but then he just does nothing. So hopefully they give him something to do as a character.
Bits of that book, yes. Not this book that he's saying the number 2 over there. Here's the thing with the adventures, right? And that I really do like with this is I think both Crix and Crash, they keep bringing them back this is the best version of Crix we've had, and this is the most in depth with Crash. Crash is kind of saying, like, there's a point where she talks about a guy and how they set him up, and they're actually going off world type stuff. Like, this is really the stories I think that are filling in, and I really wish, like, this week of Dark Horse, I really wish that's what they would have started. They would have started these books off in phase 3. They pretty much wasted our time in phase 3, and I think it kind of killed the momentum, because I think the first 2 books were pretty good, and you're like, okay, you've summed it up, let's go. And we've kind of had a pause since then. But these 3 books, if they rolled them out in the beginning, if they rolled them out as phase 2, I think it would kill.
Yeah.
That's what we got this week. Coming up, we've got a dog. This is just a fucking dog.
Did you read the preview?
Yeah, Jesus. Fucking waste.
Well, apparently, we're going to get Mary Poppins Luke. That's going to explain how Leia was doing Mary Poppins in The Last Jedi.
Well, he already did this before, where he flew through.
The whole fact is that it kind of explains what's going on with how Leia because he was teaching Leia in between. You don't know, but the whole fact is that
Timbo Toys. What are you saying?
I'm saying the fact is that
Luke. No, what are you saying?
What am I saying? That Luke did the Mary Poppins.
Yeah, he's done it before. You're saying flying in space. He's done it before.
So that's why was people mad that Leia did it? Now he did it in the comic books.
He's done it before in comic books.
Yeah, but he had the space mask on. He never did
No. He's done it without the space mask on.
Which one?
He did it in this series one time where he did it from a planet onto a spaceship when they were trying to blow up some like time thing that made absolute no sense. He did it in another version where it wasn't this book, it was in the last series books where he went from one space one to another one to save, I think, what's his name's novel. The fucking book that made no sense, that he somehow Boba Fett blew him up and didn't blow him up in the hut, and he got the Ben Kenobi's novel. So it's not like it's the first time. This is like the 4th time this shit's happened.
Really, that he's done space? I did not see that in the other books. I don't think he did. I think this is the only time I've seen it in the books. And I read it.
No, he might look the one that he did it from the play. Remember that time when wasn't it the Nile? There was something with the Nile. He did it, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna lose Luke." It was the dumbest book ever. They had the planet that was it was the one that had the Nile's fucking robots on it. Remember that book? Remember the big spike fucking thing where it had spiky shoulder pads and it was so stupid? Yeah, he did it in that fucking book. So
I can't remember that. But I know that in the forefront. So Mary Poppins Luke, which is great. I'm just saying. I
don't know what you're saying.
I just didn't like Leia doing it. And that was shitty for them to do it with Luke now. That's it. It's just dumb.
JJ, did you understand anything he just said?
It's just dumb. And you called Ahsoka when she was in space with the space suit on, fighting the ships. That was dumb. That was actually great compared to the bullshit that they're putting out with that.
Who said that? Did I say it was stupid? Was it stupid at the time? Did it look stupid?
It didn't look stupid, the Ahsoka. I thought that was pretty cool. She had the space suit on.
What is that? Did I ever say it was cool that they're going through space with the Force without breathing?
No, I'm just saying.
I think I actually literally criticized it in the book with the robot guy while they were doing it.
I just think that it's a dumb thing that they have that, but it's all right.
Prelude. We will be talking about Prelude to Rebellion there. Tech. Oh, really? Do you collect them all? Oh, you like sweaty forehead guy, huh? All right. Well, there's a collector for all types.
An old book?
Huh? Yeah, that's what all the chromium covers are that we're gonna cover today. All right, coming soon.
That's right.
Oh, Jesus, that's the last cover for 50, by the way. This one. Look at this. Is that how he's flying through space?
Oh no,
Looks like there was like a classic action movie explosion behind him when he's getting blown out.
This shit's terrible. Is there any of these covers?
Michael Bay behind them.
How are we at number 50 still? And we're trying to do 1 in 25 and 1 in 100s.
I'm just glad it'll be over.
Yeah, I can't wait to.
I can't wait for the after the next line of books, the run they got.
Yeah. They haven't read the books. I get it. Yeah. All right. Ahsoka issues not a Skywalker. What? I don't know. Anyways, speaking of Ahsoka, though, here we go. Ahsoka's got a book. I actually do like the 1 in 25. I gotta say it. first time you're gonna see our homeboy Jason Son or whatever they call him on the cover too. Cover. At least,
but I do like the 1 in 10 the incentive.
Who did you say that was going to be, and it turned out not to be?
Star Killer.
Was it going to be Star? Oh, Star Killer wasn't also Maul at one point.
No, they said Star Killer. Star Killer. I thought it would have been cool to be Star Killer to put him because they said that.
No, you didn't say you thought it'd be cool. You said I 100% guarantee that's going to be Star.
No, well, the whole fact is that when he had an interview, he was talking about the fact that he talked to Dave Filoni about him being an Inquisitor, and we thought that would be.
Hey, that's what you said. I guarantee. That was not true. I thought. I mean, he looks cool on the cover. I'm just not. I mean, the problem. I see this is the problem. I don't think people are ordering that many of these books, so I'm wondering if I should pre-order the 1 in 25. But I'm not willing to pay more than $20 for it either.
Yeah.
So I'm between a rock and a hard place on this.
There's no 1 in 50. There's no 1 in 100, right? Good.
No, yeah, it's just 1 in 25.
I always thought Rod Reese would never come back to doing Star Wars.
Well, listen, you got the first World Between Worlds on the cover. You covered the first World Between Worlds, which is great.
That's not what that is.
Yes, it is. The World Between Worlds, it is.
Just like this is fucking Star Killer, right?
No, it's the World Between Worlds.
I would have figured Dom would have liked the Balin cover better.
I do like the Balin cover. I do.
No, he's just got to try to start some dumb shit. Oh, that was supposed to be the World Between Worlds too. Remember that? How the portal was supposed to be at one point.
The portal looked like the World Between
Worlds. It was a map. It wasn't a portal.
That's the World Between Worlds. Where she is, when she fought Anakin, that's the World Between Worlds.
Oh my god!
I want a good Shin cover.
Yeah, I hope so too. I hope they give us a good Shin cover. Also coming to a store near you, Ewoks. We got some Ewoks.
I actually like that action
figure. This is FOC. It's got to be FOC. Yeah, this is FOC. Ewoks FOC. So we're gonna have 20,000 covers. I don't mind it either. I like it. I actually don't mind the story that they're gonna tell either. Like once again, not taking themselves seriously and not really committing to a couple things. So,
well, it reminds me of the old Ewoks cartoon. The Ewoks cartoon. That's what it looks like.
Do you like the toy version there with the coin? I think that's kind of cool for some reason.
I like it.
I fucking hate that I like that cover. I absolutely hate that I like that cover.
I know, like just when you thought you hated all the action figure variants.
Yeah, we do. We need to get a companion book. Yeah, I agree.
Question is, do we get to see them eat the stormtroopers?
I don't think that's the part that they're getting involved in. I think that's not the storyline there.
Well, remember what's the cartoon that they had?
The Ewoks.
No,
is it a one shot? I don't think it's a one shot, isn't it?
No, the one that the one with the Star Wars. They had like on the it was online. You had to watch it, and they had.
I don't think it is a one shot. I think it's a mini. And
what is it? The Forces of Destiny. The cartoon. Forces of Destiny.
Yeah, Forces of Destiny was newer.
They talked to the Ewoks and says, "No, you can't eat that." You know,
kind of funny. Yeah, that was the one where they did. It was like Ray.
Yeah.
So they did one. I thought that was good too. That was a good idea too. If people just wouldn't complain about women all the time.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of empty stormtrooper helmets and stuff lying around and no bodies.
There is. There is.
They look like skeletons.
Well, that's the beast thing. The thing on the right is that.
Look at the back. There's like skulls on his friggin' shoulder.
On whose shoulder?
Look at the beast. That when this guy's coming to hit him.
The one that Scott uses all the time, the troll beast.
They're like skeletons, like skeleton heads.
Yeah, he's got that on his. That character has always had that on it. That's the thing that is the natural predator of the Ewoks on Endor. That little troll goblin thing. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I mean, I'm in for that.
See, I wouldn't mind seeing that in live action. Why didn't they do it in live action? You know, they could have. You know.
No, they couldn't.
But did they have any? What was the aliens in the Caravan of Courage?
Oh my god!
Well, the Caravan of Courage, they fought the first Night Sister. It was the Night Sister that was the bad person. The girl that was in it, the woman.
The witch.
It was a witch. Yeah, it was a Night Sister. So
they didn't have Night Sisters back then.
It was a Night Sister. Go back.
They didn't have Night Sisters back then. Yeah, that's what I say every time I have to hear you.
It's a Night Sister. It's a Night Sister. It's the first Night Sister.
Dom, they didn't have Night Sisters back then.
It is the first Night Sister. Read the story about it.
Next up, Star Wars: The High Republic Adventures. We're getting another one of these. The Saber for Hires. I think this is number 3. Who cares? All right.
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't remember what happened to the first two now.
I can't remember either. I know it was a dating story for two of them, and I can't remember the rest of the story. We got Avengers #2 here for also another last title. What title was this? Echoes of Fear. So we got Echo of Fear second one. So I wonder if they're gonna. I don't know.
Their audio tech gives you the assist, Dom.
Yeah, and thank you. They were
both right.
Yeah. So
you're arguing pointlessly over nothing because you're both right.
Yep.
Yeah, just say she's retcon. That's fine. I was trying to get that out of it. It doesn't matter. So Echoes of Fear #2 is up. It's another Man story. If you like the first one, the way Man was writing it, where you got the story of Darth Ravi in it, you're gonna like this too. It's gonna be good. So I'll get it. At least it's better. I mean, it's better than fucking this dog shit. Man, wow. All right.
Do you think the Acolyte hurt these books?
No.
More than
I think the writing hurt these books.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm actually looking forward to this though. We're getting, Dispatch from the Occlusion Zone. They're gonna have like crash stories in it. They're gonna have some of the characters we liked before in it. What are we gonna do here, man? This is #1. Some of the covers look cool. They gave away who we're going to see in the book. If you look in the back behind Ezra Man, which I guess now I'm going to spoil it. Ezra Man was in the Crash book earlier that we saw too. So, a little bit of Ezra, or was it in the Kalniki book? One of the two, Kalniki book it was. Either way, every time they bring Man back, he was one of my favorite Jedis from the High Republic era. I'm glad they're bringing him back and doing more about him. Crash's story looks very exciting at this point.
Who's that droid character in the background? I haven't seen him in so long, and I forget what he is.
Well, he showed up this week.
I know.
He showed up at the end of this week. Not going to say his name. We're not going to say his name.
Literally the first time I think you've seen him in like 7 months, probably.
7 months? I think it's been 2 I think it's been since phase 1. I don't think we've seen him since phase 1.
Wasn't he in one of the first phase 3 novels?
Okay, so one of the first 3. Yeah, I mean, that's how long it's been since we've seen Marchand Rose. So
yeah, you're right. Actually, he's seen him. Like a picture of him. I think you are right. I think it's phase 1.
Sticks. No, it's not Riker. Stop it.
There he goes. Hey, hey, don't go down that route, because if you go down with Dom, it's gonna be forever, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, Riker, no, that's crazy because he is. But I'll tell you, if you didn't read that book that we were talking about earlier with Crash in it and Kurt Kitts, like that. If they go that route, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I think they finally have figured it out. So let's hope Holsley does that. That's it for that portion. But let's get into what Audio Tech was talking about here. We're going to talk about another dimension. I promised this one last time. They call these hollow foils. I call them refractors or full foils. For the people that don't know this, you can see these every once in a while. These actually are a little bit easier to pick up than some of the like total gold foils and stuff like that, because their reflection does not work that well. Also, too, like anything else that was limited run from store exclusives, there's always leftover, and then years later, like it comes out in big swarms, and we'll talk about that a little bit later. But this was this is the whole run. They did it 1 through 6 to cover the high quality comic Prelude of the Rebellion.
Conehead himself.
Yeah. You got Mundi, no Sweaty Mundi here. Do you have Sweaty Mundi? It wasn't Sweaty Mundi in 5? No, it wasn't. Which was the one where he had the white stuff dripping off the top of his head with the farmer hat? That wasn't 5, was it? Well, we'll see, because 5's in here. It was 1 through 6. It was done by Another Universe.
Right.
Raws for this, $39. If the label is Foil First Mundi. If it is not that exact verbiage, they sell between $7 and $15. Okay. Foil First Mundi. All right, that's what you need. CBC and CGCS. Look at you guys giving some CBC love here. $50 average. At one point, this book, not too long ago, maybe a year ago, there was books. This book was selling for about $150 as a 9.8. But not anymore. Kind of down here. Kind of a time to buy it if you need it in 9.8. It does look really cool, especially if you don't get it with the whatever the thing was called, the rainbow jizz that they used to have in the books. So it's got enough rainbow in it all together. Number 2, here we go. 9.8 selling for $40. Raws are selling for $3. This is a really weird. It's probably the lowest amount for the book. It's probably the cheapest one. I don't know why, because you'd figure all of them would sell for similar prices, unless their first appearances might sell for more, but that is not the case. This one's pretty cheap and pretty available. Number 3. Number 3's got an interesting story on it. This book, although a year ago sold for $43.98, there's been 0 raw sales over the last year for this book. You can pick it up in the full sets. The full sets sell for about $17 to $22. That's number 1 through number 6. But there's also not many available.
Outlander was better.
What? Outlander's way better. And this is the thing that's interesting about this book. It's hard to find actually on the interwebs. Like they're trying to charge you $13 to $15. There's not a lot of listings. There's like 2 listings for it, and it hasn't sold for over a year. So maybe in the wild, and this one too, I might add, when you're looking at this book and the rainbowness of it, because of the colors, you got to be very careful that you're not just going over a regular book. And I think I couldn't comb every sale that's ever, or every listing for it, but I have a feeling a lot of them are the version of the what the hell is I saying? Another Universe, because the color on the rainbow for this, the foilness or the hollowness or whatever you want to call it, it doesn't. How do I say it? It doesn't like pop off so much. You know what I mean? It's very hard to determine if that book is one. For some reason, with number 3, because I've seen it before, it really is hard to know the effect
color of the background they use.
Yeah, the color of the background. Yeah, thank you very much. So look for that book. I mean, this is a fun collection thing to get after that's not going to cost you too much money, just to let you know. It really isn't. When you're out there and you're just digging through boxes and you want to do something fun, if you want to spend not a ton of money and try to finish a personal collection here, this is it. And by the way, I have this book, and I have 1. I do not have 2. I have 3. 3 is readily available. Raw's average sell. What's that?
Said he looks like Cyborg Mundi.
He does.
I actually like the artwork. That's the one that did the old, remember the old like Monster Tales? Or they did like looks like the artist that used to do there used to be like some like monsters. It used to have for one of the either Marvel or one of the companies. Look at the artwork. I'm not sure. I can't. Listen.
I wasn't actually listening to you. I was looking to see what the score of the game was. So I don't know. JJ, do you have anything to put in there?
Nope.
All right, cool.
Are they Dave Dorman? I don't know who does it go.
Oh, Dave Banner. Cool. There are some that are signed. Actually, if you get signed and they sell as sets, they sell for a decent amount. Raw selling for $7. CGC 9.8 selling for $32. But we're just trying to collect the regular version of it. Mind you, if it is from another universe, 2 ways you can always tell. On the back cover, there's an ad for it. On the front, it's got the little logo there. This one shines a lot more, so it's more frequent. And his balls are got to be prepared up. Yeah, the orange really goes for it. See here, there's a CBCS of this that was done a while ago. 9.9. Wow. I know that they say that nobody's ever. The only CGC does 9.9s, but CBCS is at 9.9s too. $80 for that. That was probably about a year ago. Did pretty well. CGC 9.8 selling for, unfortunately, about the same price. I don't know what that means for you, but $79. Last one was in 22. Raw sell for about $7. You see this book everywhere. Pretty predominant. Probably one of the easiest ones to find. All right, here we go. Another one where it's kind of a little random. 9.8 selling for $85, but the cheapest asking price on this book, because it also hasn't sold in a very long time. This is number 6, the last of the 6 all foil covers, hollow covers, whatever you want to call it. $27 is the cheapest asking price. It's because another one's kind of a little tougher to find. For some reason, 3 and 6, if you remember it like that, hardest ones to find. I don't understand why 6 is so hard to find. 3, I understand because the chromium on it really decorates in. 7, I think maybe because the background's still effed. Like the background is kind of janky on 7 anyways, but it's not, it looks dirtier maybe with the hollowing. I don't know how to explain it, JJ. I just don't know how to explain it.
I don't know this one, like if the yellowish kind of background makes the hollowing kind of pop a little bit more, maybe.
Yeah, we do like outsider. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We do like outsider.
Yeah, Outlander was great.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't great, but it was good.
Yeah, it was good. Better than yeah.
I mean, you got Jedis versus. Plus, you get introduced to a character later, comes back to be a total badass. So that's good.
Yes, absolutely. I think that's why we do like it, right?
Yeah, more or less.
Because later he puts on a hat.
Also, I like anytime Jedis fight bounty hunters with lightsabers.
Yeah, fair. Anyways, don't the hells all the they do. It's on the bottom part of the cover. It is, Wookie. I didn't show it on the last one because I couldn't get a clear cover of the book. So, but they do have it on the bottom corner, and like I said, on the back they have an ad for another universe. But yeah, this is kind of like cool. Like I said, it's a very affordable. I know sometimes like people go up and down, but even when these are at its highs, they're not that high. That's hard to get. It's just hard to track them down. And then, this is a point I've been making, not just about Dark Horse in general, but about store exclusives. Like these sales have popped up availabilities. It's 20 packs of these books, just like 20 in certain ones, 5, 4. Yeah. And honestly, I'm not saying it's a bad, they have packs of 5 for these going to, you get to see that general thing. So they got to have at least 100.
Okay. So the other artwork he did was the goddess and the monster.
Oh,
that's
cool.
what I was trying to get the, that we did cover art.
Do you want me to show you here? We can do that. You can just right in the middle of what we're doing. Yeah. Okay. There you go. What is it? Good. We're looking at his phone now.
No, I'm sorry. Just
Dan.
The guy.
Oh,
who did
Dan. Okay, that's good. Dan. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I want to
go. Cool. So, anyways, but here's the thing about this, and I was thinking about this earlier. Like, it's so kind of tough that, like, I don't think anybody, like, what would be the purpose of you buying 20 of these online? Like, if you were smart,
for $3 instead of
$1.70. Yeah, I mean, if somebody was smart and knew this person, get them in touch with me, because I think it does have a market at a con, right? Like if you pack these out through 1 through 6s, I think you have a market at the con. But to sell like 20 packs of this book is just like irrelevantly not smart, I think. I mean, but that does show you
mint. Because think about it, the holofoil scratches.
Probably a ton. These probably are actually still in the original plastic wrapping packs that they mailed them in. I mean, that's what it. I think that, that kind of, I know it pissed people off, especially years ago when we were working with some pump and dumpers that JJ can attest to. But like trying to talk about like how Dark Horse had all these stocks laying around, like stocks on top of stocks, how they were doing pallet sales, how they were pushing stuff, like just giving books away, especially when they were losing the licensing, and how some of these store exclusives were just overstocked and never saw, and that there isn't the rarity to it. I mean, this is attesting to it. You're looking at a book that came out 30 years ago. Holy shit, no way. What was this, 96 or 98? What year is it?
2024.
About 30 years. Yeah.
About 30 years ago. And you're seeing packets of these show up. So like it's also kind of a cautionary tale. Like when you hear people with store exclusives, and you've seen a lot of them go out of business because obviously they can't sell it, but like be very cautious because they are holding a bunch back. And this is what this is. It's a store exclusive. Don't get it twisted. And also they have a crap ton of it. And this is somebody just trying to get rid of it. So
didn't they also deal, I don't really know their universe very much. Didn't they deal in like figures and like a whole bunch of other?
They do anything. Yeah, they do all types of exclusive stuff. I think it was all types of exclusive. I think they're still around, to be honest with you.
Are they?
I think they still sell exclusive comics. I just don't think it's as big. And this was kind of a different deal where they were doing it through like the distributor at the time. The distributor was doing exclusive comics for them.
So why would I want a 20 pack?
Why wouldn't you want a 20 pack?
Yeah.
I
mean, like I said, this would be a fun thing. I'll be honest with you. If you're going to Celebration or if you're going to a con, because I did it before. I had a friend who had bought out a bunch of wrestling books, and I would just put it in groupings because you can get this whole storyline. Like that's the way to sell it. And you probably could, sell it for about $30 to $35 a pack. People would be willing to pay for that. I guarantee it. Maybe $40 for a group of 6ing, but like you'd have to have them all there, and like you got to do the hustle with that, and you can't have them out all the time. And some you're gonna have to give a little $5 discount too. But I don't think on the internet nobody's gonna want 35 of the same, and nobody's gonna want all those packs because it doesn't give them a sense to buy it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, I agree with you. That can make a lot of sense. Like, why wouldn't you do 20,
20, and 20? Yeah, 20 packs of 6. Yeah.
Of like 1 through 6.
Mm-hmm.
And
just if you do 20 packs of 6
for your quantity of 20 or something.
Well, because the 20 pack is what it came in.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying like separate it out into 6-pack each, and then just do quantity 20 and sell them that way.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. All right. Anyways, that's us covering that portion. Wayseeker will be back next week where he's going to be covering. Are we going to Marvel next time? Or are we still staying in DC and we're going to cover?
I think he's been switching to Marvel.
So we're going to keep folding the index together next week where we're going to go into some of the Marvel, some of the other books to hunt for Marvel. And then we'll be watching those. But make sure you're here next week so that we can yell at Wayseeker and tell him that he's trying to manipulate the marketplace. I'd appreciate it. All right. All right. So there we go. We got through comics. Next up in our last seg, it's going to be a short one this week. Dom, do we have any new writing or are we going writing to casting?
We're going right to casting.
Dom, you promised us new writing.
I know. I just been very busy.
A little bit behind. He's a little bit. He'll catch
up. Okay. So
okay, studio exec. It's okay.
So here we go. We're going to have to give you a recap because I know we got some new people in the chat, so they might not understand what's happening here. For a very long time, Dom has criticized Disney in particular, since they've taken over Star Wars, for having lazy writing and not pitching any type of product towards their fan. So we have given him the platform where we are allowing him, because he said it was so easy to come up with such great stories that everybody was going to love. We have allowed him the platform.
Dom said he could do it better, so we're going to let him do it better.
Absolutely. We're allowing him that platform. We have given him everything. We give him a little editorial staff. We're giving him a little stipend for this. We're allowing him a lot of resources. And eventually, if it turns out that he succeeds, we're actually going to try to get it funded to be the next, and as Dom said, the greatest of all time Star Wars movie that will save the franchise. So let's just recap at where we're at here. First off, Star Killer is going to, a couple characters that are going to show up in this storytelling and have already in the summary showed up. Star Killer has been there. Maul, Talon, Luke, R2-D2, MJ, and Zizor, I think are those all the major characters we're covering right now in this?
Talon, I didn't do R2-D2.
RJ, what?
Yeah.
All right. So and here, just to give one more time. Well, you didn't do that. Oh, we're adding somebody new.
You guys,
and Luke too. Don't forget Luke.
I have Luke in there. I have Luke. Luke is there. Yuzan Vong is.
Yuzan Vong is the one that's holding the Star Killer prisoner, babe.
But Yuzan Vong's not human. I can't. It'd be like the Incredible Hulk. I cast his voice, I guess. But
okay, well, that's all right. Yuzan Vong.
A lot of the Force powers.
You know, it would have been helpful if somebody actually answers questions in the chat when you ask them questions. That would be helpful. Helpful for the casting director.
Nice. You can find those sheep. Michelin Chef cooking? Who's a Michelin Chef?
It's going to be set. It's set in the Disney canon.
No. It's set in like. Just wait. I'll give you the summary.
The whole purpose of it was Dom wanted a way to bring Mara Jade and Talon and those people into the canon. So
yeah, he's trying to do it to bring it into canon. I guess that's a very good question. I guess you are correct. Dude, tell me this guy drew that picture of whatever his picture is. If he drew a picture of himself, and tell me that he can do that. Because if he can do that, we need to get connected. Because I think having those type of people with some of these stories would be great. All right, audio tech. But here, audio tech. So yes, this is the way he says that Disney should introduce, including Zizor, especially Zizor, Star Killer, Tala, into the regular universe. And we're going to give a little summary. We may have helped him out a little bit with some of this, but here is the basis or the overview of the story. First off, it takes place post-Empire. Luke is starting to try to build the Jedi organization again. And MJ is in a relationship with Talon at the time. And she's not technically a Sith, right? But she's a dark side user.
Well, dark side user.
And MJ's not technically getting down with her in a sexual relationship, but they're in an intimate relationship. And MJ kind of gets these visions, and so does Luke. And the visions, for some reason, and hearing all this stuff about how Luke is such a great Force user, and she didn't know the Force could be used. For some reason, MJ does not know that the Force could be used for good. The Jedi are just all been pitched to her as being bad, which is fine. She then gets like overtaken, and she's getting these visions, and she's like, oh, maybe I'll go see what the other side looks for. So she goes on an excursion to find Luke and R2-D2.
That's not. But again,
that's not it.
No, I'm just saying that the fact is that You know, she.
This is what we've been doing for 3 weeks now. Dom.
No,
Why are we changing it? I've written it down.
The whole fact is that
not visions of Luke. She's having visions, and she's heard this stuff about Luke.
The four main antagonists in this, the four main people in this thing. There's five, but the four main Force users are getting the visions of Starkiller that's in the world between worlds in another universe. That's what I'm trying to say. It's the story. He's trapped on Earth. That's
I can tell if you froze or you were just still in silence.
He's trapped on Earth.
Stunned into silence.
Why?
What?
Oh boy.
Wait, what was wrong with what I said?
No,
is MJ having visions?
Mara Jade
of Starkiller, yes.
Since Luke has become the hero to the rebellion, she's
infatuated with him. Is that why I not said?
It's not she's intrigued Luke about Luke, and that she goes to go for Luke. Meanwhile,
is that not what I just said?
No, you're saying have Force vision,
but they're all having Force visions.
Just say it. Just talk.
But they're all having Force visions. Yes.
Talk.
I don't know why. Why did you just say world between worlds for no reason? What does that have to do with it?
The world between worlds is where Earth is, where Luke has to go to find Starkiller. That he's having the Force visions and the thing that
shit, I forgot Earth was involved too. Well,
so
I can't even explain what the first summary was.
Listen,
keep going.
Don't look. The stories about Luke after the fall of the Empire, he has become the hero to the rebellion. With this whole thing, he was getting a lot of Force visions and nightmares about a mythical legend of Starkiller. Not sure where it's coming from.
Wait, do they know that the guy's name's Starkiller?
The whole fact is that he's getting, because he sees it.
Not yet.
The whole fact is that
because I just did that. Now he says no, but it sounds like we said the same thing.
No, he knows the Starkiller because it's branded in his head because he's having the visions.
What's
and the whispers, Starkiller.
Oh, the fucking
whispers.
That's what the fucking whispers was. The whisper wasn't like him visually make a long story. Wait, hold on, down. We're trying to figure that. We really are doing our best trying to figure this out, bro. So it's the whisper is a voice in the Force dream, correct?
Well, the whole Force dreams he's Starkiller, but anyway,
stop. We're trying to figure this out. I'm trying to help you here, bud. So you're saying, I just want to make this clear. You're saying that they're having a vision of a guy that looks like what we know outside users, at least small version of us, not even probably half of Star Wars fans, but whatever. We know it's the character Starkiller. But at the same time, they're hearing just voices, and you're calling those whispers. So we're physically
whisper. You know when you sleep and hear people.
No, I'm not a fucking psychopath. No,
that sounds like some
fucking demons fucking do to the people that are in possessed houses. Whispers. Anyway, I'm just trying to say it's just
you're not letting me ask the question to answer it. So are they in their dream seeing a physical manifestation of the character? And what you're saying, the whisper, is they're also hearing words.
They're hearing words and seeing visions. Okay, there you go. You want that? There you go.
Thank you. That's clear then. There's whispers of Starkiller. What the fuck does that mean? All right. Don't act like I'm fucking crazy. And yes, no, Dom, nobody hears fucking whispers in their head. You should see a doctor for that.
Tap the art a little bit.
But that's the thing. It's a fucking movie. Luke is going through that.
I gotta fucking cross off half the shit he said in the last couple of weeks because this is fucking way different.
All I know is, man, this movie's getting crazier and crazier as it goes along.
Whisper Starkiller. Okay, at the same time,
the casting director.
At the same time, and we don't know what this shit has to do with anything else, but there's a clone. There's a clone of Maul somehow.
There's a clone of Maul
somehow.
In one of the secret Imperial bases, they had a cloning facility, and one of them is Maul. And with that, because of the Force visions and the voices are strong it wakes the clone up of Maul. He's up. He gets up. He gets out of the thing.
This is gonna add on flavor to this shit. All right.
You know what? Now I have to hear this. Now he's back. Why couldn't you just like come after the show?
You unlocked the door to the basement.
All right. Yeah, dude, he said whisper. Shut the fuck up, BK. You can't even read. Nobody cares what you have to say. All right. Love you, BK. Here we go.
BK's got the money. He's the executive producer.
I'm sorry. He doesn't got the money. His mom's credit card doesn't have enough money on it either.
The money. Is that what he's doing?
Hey, let me ask you a question, Dom.
Yeah.
Are you're dead set on this Maul clone in some Imperial basement?
Yep.
So we're just not going to give an explanation how any of that shit happened. We're just going to have to try the audio. Hold on. Would you let me talk, Dom? Okay. Everybody always says I interrupt you. I don't. I let you talk. Then I try to ask a question. Then you say, you know what I'm saying over what I'm saying. So let me try to help you out once again. So you're saying the audience somehow is going to understand that one, this is a clone of Darth Maul, and two, that for some reason never told us before there's an Imperial underground base that has clones in it.
It's a secret base. Once everything destroyed, there's bases that they stumble upon. That's what I'm trying to say.
It's like it's a base.
No. That's not what you're trying to say. You have to explain that to the audience, which means we're going to have to step out of.
I'm just saying, let's just get what the movie is basically about. We do the casting. As time goes on, I can fill in all the things. I can't do a whole fucking story and tell you 1, 2, 3. I got to put the pieces in place before the story's done.
Right. Once again, I'm asking you in your story.
Why did I come?
Why did you come? I'm just saying, I agree with Dom. Dom, I'm trying to help you out here. And I'm have to say that if you add in this part, you do understand you're going to have to step out and explain that there are secret hidden Empire bases, because that's not something that's happening here. They did one, but it got destroyed, but that was the Palpatine one that's already gone. But number two, you're going to have to try to explain how the Empire has not only that, but they have one cloning facility. And by the way, then why would they have a secret base that cloned the Emperor instead of sending it out into space to be done in some other thing? But that's neither here nor there, because in the movie later on, because we're going into canon for that. Hold on.
All the freaking goddamn.
And number 3, butthole. Is it number 3? Why the fuck? And would they save Darth Maul's DNA more or less? How did they get it?
It's his legs.
There's legs. They have the Emperor. The Emperor freaking was his master. He fought, and the Emperor fought. He fought for the Emperor. He was bleeding. Emperor. There's so many different explanations.
Why are we not cloning Darth Vader?
I guess my question is, why would they clone Darth Maul?
Why? Why would they clone anybody?
For the Emperor to jump into, but like Darth Maul, they try to kill him because he fucking backfired, so they wouldn't use him.
But they cloned him. Listen. If you make a clone, you can actually try to control that clone.
Yeah, but he's not even that good. You think the clone's going to be better? It's not like Darth Maul is like on level of Darth Vader.
I'm sorry, Wayseeker.
Yeah, actually, Darth Vader's got a bit. Yeah. Hey, Wayseeker. Hey, in Dom's defense, he's got a good point. He didn't ask for your insight. He's trying to answer the question. All right.
Look, the question is that
I'm just saying it doesn't make sense.
Well, nobody asked you, Wayseeker. We asked Dom, not you. Go ahead, Dom.
Those threads that can lead to what I'm talking about can be filled in later on. I'm just trying to make a story here that's going to be cohesive and make sense. Once the story's in play, everything will make sense.
But Dom, what I'm saying, what I'm trying to help you out here is like, there's got to be a difference between you're giving an outline, okay, and then when I ask a basic question, you're saying I'm just throwing in words. I'm just throwing in Maul because I like him. There's no reason for fucking Maul to be here.
Maul's in it because there's a reason for Maul to be in it, because he's going to get with Dark Talon or Talon. That's the reason.
So you just want a smut film of fucking Star Wars characters?
Hey, listen, it's gonna work. The whole fact is that Luke.
That's not gonna work.
Listen, all this story wraps around Mara Jade. Mara Jade is the reason why she's in here. The story is becoming because of Mara Jade.
We might actually have to cancel this whole fucking segment. Can I ask you one question now? Is the whole point behind this fucking story just so you can have Luke Skywalker fucking Mary Jade and you can have Talon fucking Maul?
Oh,
yes.
No.
That sounds like what you said.
Wait. Listen. Also, so Mara Jade and Talon can go at it too at the beginning. Don't forget that.
Listen.
You said they weren't sexual. They were just emotionally.
At the end of the day, when it comes to this story, I'm putting in the characters I fucking love, and I want them in the goddamn story. I want to make a story that has them. Look, I didn't put Durge in it. I didn't put Boba Fett in it. They could have been in it. You know, down the road, if the story is successful, they could be in it. But at the end of the day, all the shit I'm trying to say is leading to the War Between Worlds, Earth, Star Killer, the Vong. That's what I'm trying to aim at.
Star Killer, the Vong. This words again. Dom, can I tell you? I'm just being honest with you. Forget what Wasik saying. It does sound like you're just trying to put together a softcore porn show with your favorite characters.
No. Wait.
No, I'm just saying that. I'm just letting you know. That's why when I ask you for more detail, it's not I'm trying to get you to get the whole show done. But right now, currently, it sounds
there's people banging each other in this thing. No, I'm not saying that. I am saying the fact that I'm trying to make a story where it is fucking pretty badass.
You said the reason why Maul's a clone is so that Talion can hook up with him. That kind of sounds like a softcore porn idea. Maybe a hardcore porn idea. To be honest.
I am not even talking about that. I'm talking about the fact that
that's what you said.
Friggin' Darth Maul. Oh, Jesus. You know what?
It's the chat.
Darth Maul what? What's the chat saying?
I'm laughing at the chat. Not you, Dom. I'm laughing at the chat. The chat is crazy. It's great.
Okay. You're right. The guys like it, Dom. You might got something going in over here. All right. So let's move on.
Nothing about porn, banging anybody, this and that. I'm just saying the fact is that Maul wants revenge. They all want revenge on fucking Luke. Luke, think about it.
Why does Maul give a fuck about Luke?
Why? Because Anakin was the reason why his master fucking left him. Left him to die.
What does that have to do with Luke?
Nothing to do with it.
Actually, it was Ben Kenobi that fucking killed him.
3 times. 2 times.
He left way before Anakin.
I know he did, but the fact is that this is fucking Star Wars where every fucking thing can happen. Why is it so hard to make you guys understand a story that I'm trying to fucking make that is gonna be?
Let's say rather than he hates Luke, he hates Jedi. So
he hates Jedi.
Luke is now the Jedi. So
and
there you go. There you go. He hates Jedi. He hates Jedi. So now that Palps is gone, he can be the ultimate Sith. Okay, that makes sense. So he's trying to be the ultimate Sith. Is that what we're saying, Dom?
Maybe.
But he wants to give a talent, so he can't be the ultimate Sith.
It's not that he wants to give a talent.
Wait, who's gonna be the master? Who's gonna be who's gonna be the top, and who's gonna be the bottom in this situation?
Well,
don't say top and bottom in this situation.
Oh, sorry.
You know what?
Sorry, my bad.
You know what? JJ,
who's gonna be the master? Who's gonna be the apprentice?
I can't talk about the story anymore.
No, who's gonna be the man? That's the last detail right there. We need out of that, and we'll move along.
I'm just the casting director. I've got nothing to do with nothing.
Okay.
I just find the people, and I recommend
having an ultimate Sith is better.
And Dom. Marco's down there doing his studio executive thing and wasting.
I'm just
the guy.
I'm actually trying to work it out so that we can get this thing financed here, buddy.
Listen, Dave Filoni. Everything goes through me.
Luke, Maul, Talon, Mara Jade head to the world between worlds to go find the Force user that's fucking supposed to be a legend, supposed to be a mythical legend. It turns out he's fucking real on Earth, fucking held prisoner by the fucking Vong.
How does the world between worlds work?
The world between worlds work the way I want to say it because no one believes that the world between worlds was in fucking Ahsoka. It's a fucking place between time and space intertwined, and you can do anything you fucking want. It's a magical place.
Now, there you go. See, Dom's got the Dave Filoni explanation right there.
You can do whatever the fuck
Stick with that. It works the way I want it to work, and nobody else knows how.
Yeah, because you can do whatever the fuck you want. That sucks. Not that. The interception sucks. So did you just say though? Who goes to the world between worlds?
Well, Talon, Luke, and Mara Jade.
All together.
But not all together. they're chasing Luke and Mara Jade because Maul
It's like a
is
race.
getting the visions too. I'm just saying the fact is that they're trying to fight. They're going.
Okay,
They're
okay, I get that. They're going. I got you on that.
Because
Can I ask
think
you
about
one question? Can I ask you one question? One question.
Okay.
Okay. How the fuck do you get in there?
There's a friggin' in space. There's a fucking goddamn portal.
I got it. I got it.
Some old Jedi temple.
What? Shut up.
Stop.
Wayseeker,
No,
Wayseeker,
let him, guys, stop.
I
I didn't ask Wayseeker.
No,
I didn't ask JJ.
I
You
got
guys,
an idea.
no, nobody cares, Wayseeker, what you have to say. I asked Dom. Dom, how did they get there?
a portal that is in a certain part of space that is near like an unknown area where they get to the portal. It's like it's difficult to find.
So how are they gonna find
And the reason why to find that certain portal that is the world between worlds, Luke talks to his dad. That's a fucking Force ghost, Anakin. Anakin is in the world between worlds.
What?
on,
Why is it
man.
in the world between
Can
worlds?
I get
What?
my idea now?
No, hold on.
No.
It has something to do with
Time out.
fucking nubs. I don't
Time
wanna hear
out.
that
Time
shit.
out. Hold on. The one thing we do know about the world between worlds is that people they can enter into it, but they're not in it.
You know
Like
what?
there's nobody living in between the world between
You know-
worlds.
Oh. But he's not living, he's dead. It's his spirit.
Oh, the Force Ghost is living in the world between worlds?
Force
Dom,
Ghost
I
could be
assume that's what
anywhere.
you mean. Yeah, see? Force Ghost.
Okay.
What now?
Dom, do you want to hear what Wayseeker would like to interject or no?
You know
It's
what? I
up
want to
to
hear.
you.
I want to hear this fucking stupid shit. Look at.
Oh!
Let's go.
Here you go,
Brah,
Dom.
brah, brah. All right, go ahead.
Because you want to turn it into a soft porn.
I did not
Well-
say soft porn.
While they
Hardcore.
have intercourse, the world between world opens up, and that's how they enter into it.
Marco, please delete him. Delete him. Fucking shut him down. You
That
know.
makes about as much sense as the shit you just said, but I got to remove him because Dom asked you.
Thank you.
All right, there you go, Dom. I mean, it made as much sense as what the shit you
Thank you.
said, but
We kicked him from the production meeting.
I was planning on that, but I haven't looked at who they said. He gave me, yeah. Shit. Okay,
We're gonna cast this thing or what?
we are. I'm just trying to figure out if
You know
this
what?
makes
Listen.
any fucking sense. What is Zizor doing again in this? No, what is he doing? No, stop laughing, Wayseeker. These are I'm muting him. Dom, you don't even have to ask. I'm just gonna mute him. I mean, we had a serious conversation going on. Wayseeker gets here with his blue furry blue character fetish, and now all of a sudden we can't talk anymore. Okay.
You got the fucking chat going through a fucking a porn phase. Fucking Mara Jade's sweet in the world between her worlds. Fucking
I don't know
goddamn,
what that
you can
means.
squeeze. It's like, dude. I'm like, this is fucking ridiculous.
Okay. All right. I get it. But once again, yeah, we probably should suspend them. But once again, before we get chat, stop.
We had him locked in the basement. Somebody let him
Yeah, I
out.
know, right?
Who it was.
Jeez, stop. BK's mom probably did. Stop. Okay. I'm just gonna say Zizor because that's what you said. All you said was Zizor. So is Zizor having visions too?
No, just the Force users. He already he asked and
okay,
answered.
I'm sorry,
Okay,
I'm
I'm going to be
sorry,
down.
I'm sorry, he's
lawyer
right.
here. Asked and answered.
So okay, you're right. So I guess what is Zizor doing? Is Zizor the one that found Maul?
Zizor, definitely, because he's taken over areas. He finds a hidden base that has clones that are still in tanks.
So he accidentally releases Maul. That's what we're
Yeah.
saying.
So
Cool.
happens, the whole fact is that since
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I like that. That's good. Hey, I like it. You don't have to say the whole fact. Stop. That's good. That's how questions need to be answered. I don't need the whole backstory. I don't need everything painted out. You say Zizor is there because he's going to be the catalyst to finding Maul because he's leading a whole pirate gang and stuff. Cool. I like the Zizor character. A+. Finds Maul. Okay. A+ finds Maul. Okay. All right. And that actually helps out the Maul situation. Okay. So there we go. 2 down. Ooh, that's off corpore and those stuff else. All right. What's with the Yuzong Vong?
the Yuzon, Jesus Christ, the
Asked and
Yuzon
answered. He
Vong,
said they're the ones holding Starkiller
they're
prisoner.
the ones holding Starkiller and in that part of the universe at Earth.
JJ, not asked and answered. No.
Yeah,
No.
he said it earlier. He said it like
I
5
did.
minutes ago.
Hey, you can say Ewoks. That shit didn't make any sense. he has to make a logical. No. Don't do that. No, objection, Your Honor. What I'm asking is, like, why would they even be holding him? What purpose are they there besides you just want to use the words used on Vaughn? You can say there's no purpose. You just want to use on Vaughn. That's okay.
Well, the reason why they're holding him because they think that Starkiller is the path. They can use Starkiller to get to the other universes.
And the Yuzon Vong's on the Earth. Where do they come from?
Well, they came out in that part of space.
Dark space of moon or whatever. Okay. All right. Hey, that's all right. So they're trying to use, they think that the Star Killer. So the Star Killer in this situation is the catalyst for, tell me if I'm correct. I'm just writing it down, but I can cross off. Catalyst for the world between worlds.
They think he's the catalyst that can actually get them.
Yes. So we're just going to pitch him as the catalyst between worlds.
The whole thing's like the catalyst to get out of there. But the fact is they run Earth. They that's the planet. Earth is their planet.
So you're a slave to the and I'm mad now to freaking Detroit losing to freaking goddamn
okay, well, I'm not asking you about that.
Causing the shit out of me now.
Okay, so they capture him to use him for the between worlds.
So Star Killer is so weak that he can get captured by the Usain Wong.
Dude,
if you think that's the worst part of this story, so
force powers though. That's the whole point.
The whole fact is that he is a mythical bit, but the fact is that he is not at full potential yet. He's at,
So how can I ask you a question? How old is Star Killer in this? Is he baby Star Killer?
He's an adult.
Adult. Okay, fair enough. That's all I want to know. That's all I want to know. All right. So let's move along then. So we've gotten you pretty much the layout. I think that's an acceptable layout for parts, right? Except for as long as he doesn't say faxes, I think we're in a good spot. All right, let's get into. Here we go. Dom cast of characters. JJ helped put this together.
Next to Dave Filoni. Look at that.
Look at that. Yeah, Dave's already got him on there. Look at how happy he is. Did you party him, Dom?
Yeah. I'll put you on Jon Favreau's body.
I know.
All right, so first off, we're going to try to cast Luke Skywalker. Here you go, JJ.
All right. So before I start, we're going to go through about 2 or 3 for each character. So hold your decision to the end. Chat, chime in with who you want as we go. But again, wait till we get through 2 or 3. Dom can choose because he's the writer-director. Marco can give notes, but he can't choose.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I don't know who any of these fucks are anyways.
Sebastian Stan? Sebastian Stan?
Who's he?
With the soldier.
I'm going to tell you who they are. I'm going to go through a quick bio on them real fast.
All right, that's good.
So we'll know that. But Sebastian Stan was in The Martian. He's most known, obviously, for being Bucky and Winter Soldier in the Marvel Universe. He's probably the one person that if Luke was to be recast, people would want Sebastian Stan. They've kind of expressed that.
Yep.
And he's expressed interest and he would take the role if he wanted. The second person, this is a little weird one, but Harry Potter himself, Daniel Radcliffe, as Luke Skywalker. Obviously, he's been Harry Potter, Woman in Black. He's been on Miracle Workers, which is a very funny, good TV show. He's garnered Emmy nominations. He's a big Star Wars fan himself. The issue might be people will constantly see Harry Potter as Luke Skywalker, even if you dress him.
Fair.
Third option.
He's a whiny bitch, though, so it'd work.
True. Deep fake Luke. Luke Skywalker. We've already seen him in The Mandalorian. He's a computer-generated image with a computer-generated voice now. So you could choose him if you wanted. I don't know how well that would work out in action sequences, though. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, you know what? Yep.
Go ahead, Don.
Well, go ahead.
The floor is yours. Those are your 3 choices.
I like Sebastian Stan, and Sebastian Stan definitely does get a huge consideration. But you know what? I actually like the deep fake. I know as time goes on, deep fake is going to get much better. AI is going to get much better, and I'll do the deep fake.
Okay, here's my question. How old is Sebastian Stan? Because he seems pretty fucking old to be playing Luke Skywalker. Right?
I think
he's in his 40s, I believe. So.
He's in his 40s. Yeah.
All right. Well, maybe he's not then. He looked a lot older in that picture. He looked about too old to be playing.
Well, the whole fact is they did a deep fake with him next to a young Mark Hamill, and they critiqued a little bit his picture, and he actually looks like Luke, a young Mark Hamill, and that's why people talk about the. Yeah.
One vote for deepfake Luke to agree.
Dom, I'm worried about your sex scenes with AI deepfake Luke. I don't know how those are going to go over.
That can be done.
Oh, here you go. Teach us.
I saw Shape of Water. It's not that hard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Enough said, right? All right.
It's kind of
so, Dom, are you going with deepfake Luke? Is this
deepfake Luke? Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool.
Deepfake Luke.
I think Harry Potter was a little bitch boy, so he would probably play Luke. Well.
I think Daniel Radcliffe would have been good. That's why I picked him.
All right. Oh, I got moved. Oh no, you got it.
Yeah, I got it. Mara Jade. So our I guess leading lady would be.
Oh, thank God he dropped the ball. Sorry.
First up, Jessica Biel. People may remember from Blade Trinity, A-Team, Total Recall, Book of Love, if you love those old trauma movies. She's very athletic. She's a trained gymnast, yoga master, all that fun stuff. She hasn't actually been, though, in a movie role since like 2018, and she hasn't been in a TV show role since 2022. So
I think that's kind of like the Shaw thing, too. I mean, you're going to call it ageism, but I think we're aging out. Like, we can get somebody a little younger.
So why would we want younger people, though? These people are supposed to be in their 30s and 40s.
How old is Jessica Biel?
She's like 42. Is that 42?
Oh,
there you go. So, I mean, that's who they're supposed to be, right?
All right, fair enough. They cast her for it. Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is not young Luke. Correct me if I'm wrong, Dom. This is not young Luke and young Mara Jade. They're not 20 years old, right?
See, I thought they were going to be like 20. It was right after the Empire crashed.
Yeah, so basically, if you think about it, Luke is in his late 30s. If you think about it in the, in Jedi, after Jedi, because Ezra is supposed to be in his 30s too. If you really think about it, and Boba Fett's supposed to be in his 40s.
But Mara Jade for Dom could be 18 for all we know.
Well, Mara Jade could also be older.
Could be.
She could be old. She could be younger because, she's a Force user. We don't know how.
Yeah, I mean, the deep fake 30-year-old Luke, yes, but like 40-year-old Sebastian Shaw is a little bit of that's 10 years, bro. That's
Sebastian Stan.
You can't, or Sebastian Stan, you can't have him. That's 10 years different. He's got to go.
Yeah.
And that's with her too, isn't she? 40. Ooh.
Let's go to the next option.
I like her.
We're discussing it. Anna Kendrick is Mara Jade.
Good pick.
Pitch Perfect. She was in Scott the Pilgrim.
Absolutely. And Pitch Perfect too.
Emmy nominated. Also a big Star Wars fan. So she probably played well. Has a lot of range. She's on comedy, drama.
She's probably 30 years old.
Yeah, she was definitely up for the running for Squirrel Girl back in the day. Let's do a Squirrel Girl movie. And
no such thing.
Okay. 40s. Yeah, and actresses can play younger sometimes. It's not unusual.
Kate Beckinsale looks defeated now. She looked.
Who is this?
Yeah, Kate Beckinsale be the blue. So Cara Delevingne was in Enchantress and Suicide Squad. She was in Valerian. She was elitely in American Horror Story for anybody that watches that.
Yep.
She's a big sci-fi nerd, big horror movie nerd. She doesn't have a lot of film experience though. So, but she's right about the age that Marco was wondering. She's 32. So,
you know what? Definitely, I go
trained
for
model and actress. So,
fans only.
No, actual model.
Come on.
That's who you're picking, Dom. You got.
I'm taking her.
You're picking her?
Dom?
Taking her.
But why though?
Why? Because she doesn't have that many roles. She's definitely
you want an unknown. Okay, I got you.
And I like the fact is that you can mold her into the character. It's going to be like she doesn't have a lot of experience in a lot of things, so you can mold her and make her Mara Jade. Wave Seeker, stop your dirty mind. Stop it. I see it in your glasses.
I didn't do anything.
In your glasses.
She does have massive eyebrows.
She does, but it's okay.
Okay. I think we know why Dom's trying to pick this.
We all know.
Be honest.
We all know.
Dress. We all know. Come on, bro. It was a setup. We know why it is.
Definitely. That's a good choice. Come on, man.
No, you're just ridiculous.
That was
I'm a
like
dude
the
that plays the
right.
other dude that knows the other dude. But I know
JJ
that.
took the you
That's
took the bait.
JJ just gave you that so you
I
can
know.
fucking drip drool in your fucking cup.
That's it. That's it.
Actually,
Idiot.
you know what? She's an accomplished actress.
I do like that he
Let's
tried to
say.
sell it though. That was good. That was good. That was a good sell on it. Though.
I posted the movies and stuff she's been. All right,
It's not
next
Darth
up-
Maul. It's clone. It was official now.
Well,
It's clone.
I couldn't remember if it was a resurrected Darth Maul or a clone, but it's a clone.
Yeah,
but either
wasn't
way, he's going to
there.
look and sound the same, so it doesn't matter. Okay. Now, here's where it gets a little interesting. Obviously, there's Ray Park, who we all know has been visually seen as Darth Maul in pretty much everything. Also, he got electrocuted as Toad in X-Men. But he does not portray actual speaking roles in the Star Wars film. Somebody else always does the voice. He's gotten a little bit older, but he's still in shape.
He is.
Do you think is he still going to be your Maul physically?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
How old
So
is Maul in this thing?
He's a
Maul.
clone, so he has to be younger.
With a clone, so I don't know.
So they could do the CGI thing, deep fake, to make him look a little younger, but it could be his physical body.
Is it just because
He
you
would
met
look-
Park that you like it? Is that why?
What?
It's because you met him before. Is that why?
You know, he's a cool dude. I'm actually meet him again in November.
He's a nice
That's
guy.
all
And
I
he's still
guess.
pretty. Like
Okay.
he still does like demonstration videos, but he's pretty.
All right,
in
let's go
shape,
through.
too.
What else? Let's
He
see
just
the other
turned, he
options.
just turned 50. He just turned 50, so he could still.
Holy fuck!
He's still freaking athletic, man. When he does all his lightsaber battles and stuff like that, and all his sparring, he's a martial artist, so he can still. Don't worry about it. You get him deep fake, make him look younger.
I'm definitely
board.
not worried about it, dude.
I know you know.
Well, now comes we have to pick a voice from all right because Park doesn't do the voice.
Oh, you already knew he was going to choose Park no matter what. You didn't
Well,
even give it
yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
So, well, why wouldn't it? Not to be fair to
It's not
Donald,
really
why wouldn't,
yeah,
why
right,
wouldn't he
fair.
choose Park? Why wouldn't he choose
Right,
Park?
right.
All right. So we first have Peter Swinovitz, I think is how you say his name.
Yep.
Was actually the original voice of Darth Maul.
In the Phantom Menace.
Yes.
He's played several other live action roles. He's been a voice actor for 30 years in all kinds of different things, video games, movies.
He also was in
cartoons.
Guardians of the Galaxy. He was in Guardians of the Galaxy as
He was in,
with-
John
yeah,
Wick 2. He was also in that. So very accomplished voice actor, TV show host, game show host. You know, quite a range. Has a very unique voice.
Hey, hold on now. JJ is giving a lot of these options, so you can't go too hard on Don for this one.
Yeah.
I mean, he's making wrong choices, but all right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead, JJ.
Next up for the voice, Common. Common's a very interesting choice. Hasn't done a lot of voice
Hold
work,
on.
but
So we're casting for Dom's movie. Dom is creating a movie. You've probably heard of it before. If you haven't, you can rewind a little bit. And we are we're trying to help him cast the characters that he has. So this is the clone of Darth Maul.
and this is the voice. We're looking for a voice.
We're getting the voice.
We have the physical body, but the voice.
A 50-year-old Park.
Dude, he's in great shape, man.
Also 50-year-old Common, but Common's just doing the voice.
Well, voices. You can do voices for. Look at the James Earl Jones, 95, 98 years old. He's still doing the voice of Vader. Well, he was.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
Now, this would be your choice between these two. Common's an interesting one because he's a new voice, but he has a very unique voice. Rapper, singer.
I think you
He's
can
been
do
in
it.
several projects as an actor. Very good actor. Was also in John Wick 2 with
Mhm.
Peter Swinovitz. So, well, not in the same scene, but same movie.
Great part in
Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah, it played a great part. So, you know, there's a little bit there to Common. Choice between Peter Swinovitz and Common. What do you think for the voice?
Those are your two choices.
Two choices.
Yeah, Peter Swinovitz was the Tick. I forgot about that. I put that in the bio, but I didn't mention it.
Yeah.
But he was in live action Tick.
You know,
He was.
definitely. You know what? I would give Common a chance. Definitely
No
the voice, and give him the chance to voice, because we all know the other voice that would do him is actually playing another character. So we have to.
Mm-hmm.
We
Yeah,
are talking
Dom, as the casting director, I couldn't let Dom break the union laws. There's another gentleman in here that will have for a different role later that has played the voice of Maul before. But
I could only imagine who that's going to be.
But Dom said he wanted him for that, but I said, like, Dom, I can't let you break actors' union laws. We can't have him in two roles. It's just done.
Okay.
I will definitely take Common, you know, time out, because you know also the voices sometimes they use some of the equipment to make the voices deeper, to make the voices a little bit.
Let's go, baby.
So definitely.
All right. Holy moly, macaroni!
Darth Talon is our next.
He's gonna use the same chick they use for Mara Jade in this one.
Nope.
Well, you can't use her for specific roles. So we have 3 different people for Tom to choose from.
Yep.
You're gonna
Dom says nope, like he knows who he suggested for this role.
Definitely her.
All right. Well, let's go through all 3 first, Dom. Before I know you previewed these pictures, but let's go through all 3. So Zazie Beetz is Domino. She was great in Atlanta. If you guys never watched Atlanta, great show. She also did Invincible. She was the voice of Amber Bennett.
Yep.
Emmy-nominated actress. Very good. Has played physical parts like Domino before. Next up, Marco's favorite choice because she was in a Star Trek movie is Zoe Saldana.
I think she's probably old for it.
She's in O'Hara. She's obviously Gamora. Avatar. She obviously has no problem being a different color in a film, apparently, like green and blue.
Gamora's green.
Yeah. So, but she's actually, believe it or not, the second highest grossing actress in Hollywood right now. So she'd be expensive.
No, we can't afford
expensive
that.
to put in that role. But she has expressed interest in playing a Star Wars role. When J.J. Abrams got plugged as a director for Star Wars, she wanted to, quote unquote, play a sexy princess role in Star Wars. So keep that in mind.
Yeah.
Right.
Last but not least, Olivia Munn.
Setting him up, JJ.
Big Star Wars nerd, Olivia Munn is. You've seen her in The Predator, Psylocke, and X-Men Apocalypse. Longtime Star Wars fan. Not a ton of film experience, but those are your choices that we've lined up.
No, I love the Leah outfit, but the fact is that I already have my vision of Talon, an actress that would portray her, and definitely an actress, an actress either Latina or black is my pick for Dark Talon. So it's definitely Domino is.
So going Zazie Beetz.
Yep. Zazie Beetz. Definitely have to. That's what I want. Dark Talon. That's my Dark Talon.
Four Deadly Venoms gives it to.
Yeah. I can't out talk.
Yeah. There's actually two votes for Zazie and 1 vote for.
Yep.
Yeah. And 1 vote for him. So Chet kind of agrees with it.
Yep.
All right, Star Killer is the next one. Here's where Dom tried to get me involved in actors union issues. But I'm going to give him 2 choices.
I thought I was going to be with Zizor, but all right.
I didn't know how old of a Star Killer you wanted for this role. So we're going to give you 2 choices, and they're going to be interesting choices. Right. First up, Star Killer himself from the video game has never portrayed it in natural live action. Is Sam Witwer.
This guy's too old.
Ton of Clone Wars characters, or ton of characters in Star Wars he's voiced, including at one time the Emperor, Maul. He was in Battlestar Galactica for a season. Doesn't have a lot of live action experience.
He was in Smallville as Doomsday.
Yeah, he's been in a couple things for a few episodes as far as that goes.
Doesn't help.
More the character actor.
You're not selling him down.
So also, he was in the with that TV show, the Ghost, the werewolf, and the vampire. What was the show? They had it on Sci-Fi Channel.
If it's a softcore horror, go ahead.
All right. The next one, people may not know this. He's a little more unknown, but he's pretty much young Sam Witwer. He looks a lot like Sam Witwer.
Douchebag. No. Oh no, I love this guy. He's from
Ted Lasso. Yeah,
this is definitely him, dude.
The Devil Hours. He's
guy.
voiced video games before, so he's done voice work like Witwer has. And he's pretty much about a 15-year younger
Jamie.
Sam Witwer.
This is fucking Jamie, dude.
Yep,
this
Jamie
guy's
from Ted Lasso.
Oh, he's good. This is Jamie from Ted Lasso.
So the question now is, like T. Jones says, too old for the role now. So what do you think?
Yeah.
Witwer, is he too old? He's in his mid-40s.
He's ill. Yeah, Jamie Tart.
And you got Phil Dunster, who is about 15 years younger.
Oh, he's gonna fucking make it.
He's picking wrong. You know he's picking wrong.
Dude, there's only one right answer for it, and it ain't fucking the old dude.
Well, the whole fact is that CGI goes a long way, man.
Yeah, they go that way.
You're gonna CGI another face,
dude. We can't make this movie, Dom.
He looks very much.
Dom, there's no.
I know, but the voice. What you could do is you could have him play Star Killer and have Sam Witwer do the voice.
We could do
what
that.
the fuck?
But then why don't we get somebody that looks like
you know the budget we're gonna need for this piece of shit?
That's okay. If that's what Dom
No,
wants. So he's kind of taking the high road there. You really need to probably pick one though, Dom.
You probably need to pick Tom.
Oh boy, man. You know what, man?
Do you know Jamie Tart? Have you seen him before? Have you seen him play anything before?
You know what? I don't give a shit. I'm taking Sam Whitmore. I got to go with my boy. I have to go with my boy.
All right. Tom's spoken.
Veto. No, veto.
You don't have right.
Yes, I do. Right. I have all the rights. This fucking nope. This show's
the rules,
done.
The JJ's
no
rules.
More. I don't give a shit about JJ's rules. He's wrong. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard before. This is like he's just doing people he's met and people he spanked off into the bathroom for. This is not a fucking even fan casting.
No,
it's literally
Zazie Beetz.
No, he 100% spanked off to that girl because she wasn't wearing a lot of clothes earlier today, and now he doesn't even know who this actor is. He's just going, "Well, I met the other guy." Oh, well, fuck out of here with this shit.
You know what?
Nobody wants to watch this dog shit. No, I've had enough.
Keep going. Who we got for Zizor?
All right.
Yeah, he learned nothing by Fat. 100%.
Hey, listen, I learned a lot, man.
Apparently not.
He learned so much that he wants him to come back.
I don't know who Dom thought would be Zizor. I kind of went with two interesting characters. And I'm not sure if it's younger Zizor or older Zizor, because Zizor is not a canon character now. We can kind of make him whatever we want.
He actually is canon. He is canon.
Well, I don't mean age.
We haven't seen him in canon.
I know we haven't seen him in canon yet, but we haven't.
We don't know how old he is what I'm getting at, or what he looks
like. Relax,
JJ.
JJ. Jesus, you almost got a long fact is there. All right, go ahead.
All right, so first up, interesting one, Dev Patel. Has been an actor for a long time. You probably saw him when he was younger in Slumdog Millionaire, Last Airbender, Best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
He was in Monkey Man, which came out.
He was a star of Monkey Man.
That's what it says right there on the screen.
Won an Oscar. Has expressed interest in wanting to be in a Star Wars film. Actually, even auditioned for one at one.
Oh, was he gonna be fucking Ezra? Didn't work out.
He could have been Ezra too.
It was Ezra, but
he could have been Ezra. But I think he might.
No, this is a
good Ezra. But the question is, do we want him as Zizor?
It's a true fact.
Well, listen.
Ezra, wait. We're not done. We got one more option. We can go back and talk about him here in a minute. Next one is, I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, but I'll try my best. Hiroyuki Sanada as Prince Zizor. A little bit older, obviously. He's in his early 60s. But he was in Last Samurai, Wolverine, 47 Ronin, Mortal Kombat, Bullet Train, and most recently, Shogun, the TV show. And has actually publicly expressed interest this year in playing a Star Wars role.
Did you put the other guy in Shogun? The guy that kind of backstabbed him that was underneath him? That would be a good Zizor.
I did not.
Nope, that's it? Okay, well.
Those two.
I blame this on JJ. This part, Dom. The rest of the bullshit's your fault for selecting fucking dudes you fucking paid a lot of money to sign something. This section right here is JJ's fault. There's no good answer. These are both dog shit options.
What?
Dom,
got one of the Academy Award. The other guys in one of your favorite TV shows.
I see Zizor much older in this movie to a point where he's been around. He's seen war days. He's seasoned, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Like French fries.
But how tall is this guy? Because I see Zizor being a little tall.
I don't know.
Who cares? You can CGI. We spent so much money on CGI at this fucking point.
They made Ian McKellen like 7 foot tall for Lord of the Rings. I can take care of that.
It's just probably all
we got. You know what?
You probably don't even have CGI. I'm just camera angle him.
I actually like this dude, and I've seen some of the movies. I didn't even watch Shogun yet, but I've seen Bullet Train. I've seen Mortal Kombat. Yeah, we'll go with this dude.
You with Sonata, Mr. Sonata? Yeah. All right. There you go. Dom has spoken. So we got our Zizors, Hiroyuki Sanada. Who was our Star Killer? Was Sam Witwer against Marco's advice.
This is so stupid.
We picked Zazie Beetz as our Darth Talon. And Common is the voice of Maul. Mind you. Ray Park is the actor for Maul. Cara Delevingne was our Mara Jade.
Her eyebrows.
You totally got him. You set him up so good.
Dude, you set him up so bad for that. We all won that.
And Deepfake Luke was our Luke. So, and that was it.
I'm surprised at that one.
I'm not. Remember, he wants Billy D to come back and play Lando.
Oh, fair.
I did. But who said I wanted to play Lando?
You have said it like 74 times on the show.
I said,
Oh, please.
I want him to narrate a friggin' new show with Glover as Lando Young, be the narrator of stories, telling the story of somebody about his early adventures.
Four Deadly Venoms. Dude, I don't know if you're like Dom's like long lost brother or whatever. The whole chat is saying you missed a part. The whole chat is saying it's going south. You come in the last minute here and try to call stuff. I was trying to help Dom out for the longest time. But when you go and fucking sell you like he did for the titty girl we knew he spunked off to, which we all bet on that shit, and then he did the fucking park double take bullshit because he got a sick from that dude. Come on. And especially after the explanation of, well, fact is, I just put these guys in here because I got no fucking plan for this thing. No. We're not going to do that.
I disagree with him. I disagree with him on. He actually cast pretty well for me. Like I disagree with him on Luke. I would actually recast
Mara Jade. I disagree with him on. Yeah, and if he's going to have the sex scenes he's going to have, you can't have.
You disagree on Sam Witwer. There's no reason that Sam Witwer.
Yeah, I like fucking trash. That is the wrong answer.
You agree on one thing, JJ.
You really wanted Sam Witwer in this project. So as the writer-director, I get why.
Yeah, that's fine, but you just have him as like some offset of it. Or like you have him do the whispers. Remember the fucking whispers we're having, like psychopaths?
Well, he will.
It's a fucking thing that's going to be. When someone's having force
vision, play the whispers and then we can have the action.
They hear voices in their fucking head. That's what I'm trying to say.
You told us, hold on, let's review the tape. You said, "Hey, you know when you go to sleep."
The whispers of
Dom. I swear to God, if you're having voices when you sleep, when you go to bed and you sleep, if you start to hear voices, my friend,
I'm talking about a fucking movie. I'm not talking about real life.
No, you didn't say
people who have voices in their head that are fucking psychopaths. I'm talking about.
Are you bringing Hayden back? Are you bringing Hayden back for Force Ghost?
Of course, hell yeah.
Okay.
Do you want to do another casting?
Well,
no, 100%. He adds more characters. We're doing another casting set.
Oh, are we? Okay.
Yes, absolutely. All right, Dom, for the third week in a row, you now have to give us, because the story, I'm sick of having to write the story for you. Next week, you have to give us some of the details on the story, okay? We have to move from advancing. We've got where each person starts off. I don't quite understand. You're going to have to give us more direction on whatever this world between world thing is. Just saying, like you're saying, it's a group between space and time, and there's a butthole in the middle of space, and it shoots you through there. That's not going to work, bro. You got to come up with something better than that. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay.
Also,
two, if you can somehow explain to us anything about, we gave you a break. I'll tell you right now, Zizor, the best explanation you gave out of all these characters. The only fucking one that makes sense at all. And actually turning around the Maul situation, which made absolutely no fucking sense at all. But going in with Zizor, okay, we can make that work. But you got to give us a little bit more clarity on this thing. And I guess how many sex scenes there's going to be in it too. We got to narrow that part down. So
you're never going to get what you want. I hope you know that. Like, you can demand all you want, but nobody listens to you.
Yeah, no, you're just the studio executive, man.
Yeah. But you got to give us something on the ball.
Yeah, except for he's a studio executive that doesn't have any money for us. So yeah, I try to work on what can we just hammer you down to work on like one part. Like I'm very intrigued with like, I think the biggest hole in this whole thing is the explanation of fucking Earth and the whatever the fuck's going on over there. The whole fucking Earth shit. No, stop. I don't want it today. So if we could just like
what?
And this is where I want you to give it to us. I want you next week to like maybe expound on like the concept behind the whole Earth thing, the concept behind where anything about the Vong, and maybe like I don't fucking know why the fuck is Starkiller on Earth. You do those three things. I think we got something for us. I really do. I think we got a little something for us. Damn it, we almost picked that ball off.
All I don't know is, as the casting director, are you happy with your cast, Tom?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Good.
Of course he is.
My job is done.
You got the 3/4 naked woman, and you got the
Nobody
two guys.
else is happy, but Tom's happy.
The audience fucking hates it. The whole chat.
Like I said, I disagreed with him on two. Other than that, he's pretty much on.
All right. Well, Dom, if we can come back with that, I'd appreciate it. It might help the segment out, make it a little stronger. Okay, listen, we're at 2 hours. We still got 21 people. I'd love to talk to y'all, but it looks like either Detroit's going to get a stop here in 11 seconds, or we're going to go to overtime. I hope we go to overtime because Matt Stafford sucks.
I hope Detroit, if they get a field goal, it's not going to win the game for me. They have to win by fucking.
I don't care about you. I just care about winning.
I care, but I want. This is a big fucking money, man.
Well, Dom, I can't help you that you're not good at gambling. I don't know what to tell you. I'm just trying to help this movie get made.
You're the one that's financing all that money. You know that, right?
I need to hit big.
Hundreds of $1 million on people you don't want.
It is, dude. Deadly Venoms. Before you keep besmirching my name, go back and rewind this to see how I helped Dom get from just saying, fact is, these 6 people are going to be here. What are they going to do? Fact is, they're going to be here. And actually flushed out some of this story. So before you start giving me...
Hey, listen.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This is for the 4 deadly venoms. The whole story that they continue to stop me when I'm talking, when I'm trying to explain. I have to explain everything that's going on. I'm just trying to make a synopsis of a story that eventually the story will be made. I'm just trying. And why is this person there? Why this is that? This is back and forth. I'm trying to make this movie, but there's explanations. Somehow Palpatine did return.
But hold on, Dom. What I'm trying to help you with here is the stuff you're saying. You're not understanding what the fans are saying here to you. You say fans will love this movie. It's going to be great. Right now, they're comparing what you say to Palpatine Returns, which is meaning it's dog shit. What you're saying is dog shit. I'm trying to help it so that it expands a little bit here. Because you say it's so easy and it's turning out to be maybe a little bit more difficult than you. Hold on, not listen.
No. It is
maybe it's a little more difficult than you thought.
I never said that it wasn't difficult. I never said that. I said I have an idea that I could put something together. Look, this whole story is based on Mara Jade coming into canon to be with Luke. That's the whole idea of this whole story.
That's not a story. That's 4 fucking words, Dom.
But I'm giving you what the story is.
No. That's not what giving a fuck. Did you go to high school? Do a book report. Fucking Wayseeker does them every month when he reads a fucking book. We have to sit through that fucking horse shit by a PowerPoint word, by a word slide, ... That's fucking giving a summary of a fucking story. What he does is that. What you do is just say words, and people that you love. Come on, man. Come on. Don't shit on me because I'm helping you out.
No, because this guy thinks I'm making freaking wave seekers think I'm making a porn. I'm not making a porn.
Dude, Chad said it. Sound like it. Chad thinks it.
I don't think you're making a porn. I'm trying to help you out. You can shit on Wayseeker all you want, but don't try to shit on me because I'm the only one here that's fucking trying to get you on the path to make your fucking movie. All right. You can shit on Wayseeker. I'll give you that. He got the porn thing out there for you. I'm just saying in general, don't say I'm trying to cut you off. I'm trying to expound so that people just don't fill our chat like they did the first week with and Palpatine Returns, because that's neither good internet content, nor is it fun to get into. So you're welcome. I'm trying to help you out.
Thank you, BK. Thank you.
BK doesn't know how to read.
Never before the kid, he's never before read a comic, more or less a fucking book. That's probably not the guy you should be, BK.
100% better than the sequels already.
It's already better than the fucking sequels already. But anyway, listen.
Yeah, because I built half that shit. All you said was Maul tell.
Look, you know what? I'm gonna friggin' try to write more of this damn thing down, to get it down, to make it understandable to what it's about. The points that you're not understanding, I'm gonna try to make it understandable.
Yeah, that's all I'm asking. That's all I'm trying to do. Flush it out, make it understandable.
You know, I'm gonna flush it out to the point where I'm going to try to get the characters in their positions on what they have to do and how they're going to go about things. Why is Maul here? How is Talon meeting Maul?
Well, no, hold on. I think we got. Hold on. So this is what we've done, which I don't think you've realized. We have explained where all the characters at least are and why they're there. Well, except for the Earth thing. We have non-Earth stuff we've already explained. So let's go over it. We've explained that Maul is a clone and how he was found. So that serves his purpose. That's a summary of Maul. Maul is a 1-sentence summary. He's a clone. He was found by Zizor and got pushed off into the world. We've got him summarized up. Zizor. Before, you just said Zizor's out there doing stuff with a cartel. We now have the fact that Zizor, and the whole point of him is that not only is he in charge of the cartel, but he's the one, because he's out there looting stuff, finds the Imperial base, which makes sense out of that now, and finds Maul, which makes sense of how there's a Maul clone. So we have now circled those two, cross those off the list, okay? We have we don't have the backstory on Talia, but that's all right. We'll do that in a comic.
She's a Force user. She's a Force user.
No, it's all right.
She's a dark side user that's a loyalist to the dark side.
You just said dark side 4 times in one sentence with only 6 words in it. May I proceed?
I'm fucking tired, man. I'm drinking.
May I proceed?
I'm tired. Yes.
So Talia, and we get it, because she was training MJ and keeping her kind of away from the normalities of the world. But then MJ discovered that maybe this Luke guy is kind of intriguing and at the same time is having visions. So she goes find Luke. We know what Luke's doing. He was trying to start a new thing, which works out perfectly. So all that is good. So 1, 2, we got all that. And honestly, the first part, the Talia part with MJ and Luke, we kind of already figured that out a week ago. This week, we kind of got the whole situation with Darth Maul and with Zizor straightened out. Those are all good. Here's the shit now we got to work on for next week. Earth, we're going to leave World Between Worlds. So we're not even touching that. It's still going to be part of your story. But here's what we're touching on. Earth. What the fuck? I'm just going to put what the fuck next to that. What the fuck? Okay. And then Star Killer. And don't tell me he's in the dreams and whispering.
Yeah.
We got to understand why he's on Earth. Why not that we understand he's the catalyst. We understand the fact that he's the catalyst to open up the world of worlds, supposedly. That's what people think. Well, we understand that he's in dreams. We don't know why the fuck he's in dreams. We don't care. We don't need to get that deep into it. But we have to find out the Yuzon, what the fuck's he doing on Earth? Is he just normally from Earth? Is that where he's from? I don't know. Well, you can figure that out. And the Yuzon Vong, how the fuck they found Earth, how they got to Earth. We know that they're trying to find Star Killer. We get that. But like, how the fuck is the Yuzon? What the fuck? Okay. So that's it. No, I don't want to know this week. I don't want to know this week. Let's work on those things for next week. I think that's a fair position, right?
Yeah.
All right, cool. All right. Good. Well, thank you, Double J. Thank you for the casting. Thank you for Dom for.
Thank you, JJ. I appreciate the other casting and putting the work into it. I appreciate that.
All right,
come up with more characters.
I don't appreciate Wave Seeker just popping up and.
I don't either. I don't think anybody's appreciated Wave Seeker here at all. The chat thought his board comments were funny.
You know what, Wave Seeker? This show wouldn't be any other way without you, man. I gotta definitely.
Yeah. I thought we weren't supposed to talk about porn on this channel this week, but good job, guys. Way to ruin it, Wave Seeker. All right, here we go.
Dom, open it wide open.
Next week we got a bunch of stuff returning, including Wayseeker trying to bullshit his way through getting shitty books onto the list because he's lazy and he doesn't have to do real work. And
Lego Star Wars to review.
Yeah, we are going to do that. Yeah. So make sure you guys watch Lego Star Wars before you get here next week, because we will be reviewing at least the first episode. How many episodes is coming out?
4 total. I think just 1 next week.
Okay.
I don't think all 4 of them come out.
We're only going to review 1 either way. First down. Go, you son of a. All right. I'm going to leave so I can watch it in this game. Have a good time, everybody. Thank you for staying around. See you later.